and welcome to day 2 of the November Virtual India Sourcing Show. We have an exciting show lined up for you today, and this month's show is brought to you by OFX, which is one of the top payment solutions providers out there for e-commerce and Amazon sellers. I'm Meghla Bhardwaj in Singapore, and I'm joined by Margaret and Kevin in Australia. Hi guys, how's it going?
Hello, Meghla.
How are you? Good, Meghla. Thanks. Back again.
Back again with another lineup.
Yeah.
So how's Black Friday going for you guys?
Well, it's the same for us because I don't do any deals or anything, and because of the stock restrictions and stuff, I don't want to sort of, give away all my stock and then run out and have nothing left. But yeah, look, I know some people who have, done a lot of, campaigns and advertising and promotions and stuff, and they're selling a lot. I think other than that, for most people, unless you've done some deals, it's business as usual. So,
yeah, same here for me. I haven't seen a spike in sales. I mean, I was expecting an increase, but yeah, it's just normal, just daily sales.
I think also there's a bit of data lag problems in the market.
Yeah, it's still not right. It's behind.
Still not right,
yeah. No, some of the non-Amazon apps are much more reliable than the Amazon app. The Amazon app's way behind, about 5 hours behind last time I looked. But but I mean, if you go onto your computer and look into managed orders, you can see it there, so you can keep track of it. It's just not quite as easy on your phone. But yeah, and look, to me, it's up to you what you want to do on Black Friday. But I mean, our sales are up slightly, and I think by the end of the weekend it'll probably be better than normal. But each to his own. It's a different kettle of fish for everyone.
Absolutely.
And then this week, traditionally this weekend, I mean, you've got Cyber Monday as well coming up, haven't you, too? So.
And they're on holiday, so people are probably sitting around, over the weekend, sort of start looking for presents. I think once they get over Thanksgiving dinner in America, it's like, cool, that's done. Now we can start the next thing. So, I think it might hopefully start really going crazy after this week.
Yeah, I hope so. And looking forward to Cyber Monday. So before we start, I also want to remind everyone that our sponsor for this month, OFX, is offering has offered a special offer for all of us. And this is an exclusive preferential exchange rate that you can get with them. All you need to do is sign up for an account, which is absolutely free, but you need to do that before December 11th. So 2 weeks from now, December 11th, sign up for an account for OFX, and you can lock in the preferential rate, which will allow you to save 10% of the exchange rate margin that OFX has. So it's some savings, and you don't have to use you don't have to make a transfer within a certain amount of time. You can do a transfer whenever. Basically, this exchange rate is locked in to your account. So go ahead and do that after the show. Don't do it now. So Kevin, what do we have planned for today?
Well, we've got some interesting ones today for sure. We've got a videography. A lady that puts videos together, and so she's going to go through all what we can do with videos and all that sort of stuff. And then we've got a hand-painted paper mache factory from where you're from, Meghla. Where are you from, Meghla?
Kashmir.
Yeah. And then we've got some fabric and hand-printed stuff, carpets and rugs. And then we've got Rehan, who escaped us yesterday. He's going to come back and go through his genuine leather bags again. So he's going to do a presentation for us. So, it looks a good lineup, doesn't it?
Looks good. Yeah. Let's see who's joining us here today. So Raja Hamza is up early. Good morning. The one and only Meghla Bhardwaj. Oh, thank you.
Yay.
Oh, Simone is here. Yay. Can't wait to see what is presented tonight.
Hello, Simone.
Awesome. Simone, hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Trish, good afternoon to all from sunny Melbourne.
Hi, Trish.
Hi, Trish.
And Sonal from RSJ Inspection is joining us from LinkedIn. Best wishes to Meghla, Margaret, and Kevin. Thank you so much, Sonal. And Bibi Khan is back with us. Hello, Meghla, Margaret, and
hello,
Kevin.
Bibi.
Bibi, how did you like the show yesterday? Yesterday was your first show, right? Okay, cool. So let's get started. We're going to invite our first guest, Anjali Agarwal. She's waiting backstage. Let me add her to the stream now. Hello, Anjali.
Hi,
Hello,
how are
guys.
you?
Good morning.
Hello,
Yes,
Good
good
morning.
morning to you.
Quite early morning in India right now. It's just 8.
Yeah. Hey, Anjali, do you want to put your camera down a bit because your
Yeah, sure.
face is
Of
getting
course.
cut off? But
Yeah.
okay, perfect. Yeah, that's cool.
It's too
Okay,
involved in my
awesome.
coffee. Yeah. Tell me.
Yeah.
So good to be
Coffee?
here.
I thought you'd
And
be drinking tea. A good Indian lady drinking tea, I would have presumed.
that's a stereotype, Kevin. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So Anjali is from a company in India. She's based out of Pune, and Anjali's team managed all of the videography and the photography for India sourcing trip last year, and they did such an amazing job with it. And we'll be showing some videos that they did for India sourcing trip. But recently, they have diversified into e-commerce photography and videography. So I thought they'd be perfect for our group over here. And because they're based in India, so you can actually just ship your samples to them in Pune and they can manage things. So, Margaret, video is really important nowadays, right, for Amazon
Oh,
sellers?
yeah, it is. Yeah, and look, and I think that's one of the really good things that a lot of people will learn today, that there's somewhere that they can actually get the videos made where their products are. So nowadays, for those of you who aren't up to speed with it, Amazon has recently introduced video ads, or they're called sponsored brand ads with PPC. So you can actually have a short 30-second video made of your product, and you actually run a PPC campaign, and it's fantastic. If you go onto page 1 of any niche, you'll usually see a video ad comes up, and it's a whole right across the middle of the screen. So you get really 4 boxes of advertising, and it has your product with the price and Amazon Prime or whatever on the one side, and then the video runs on the other side. So people can't miss you. So it's a really good way, and it's no more expensive to run that than it is to run the normal PPC campaign. A lot of the niches, it's actually cheaper. So that just depends on how you go. So you've got that. Then also now in your images file, you can actually add as the 6th image a video. Now that can be a bit longer. It can be up to a minute 20, and you can have all sorts of information about your product in that video. So, and it doesn't actually stop you having, you can still get, if you go into the back end, you can put 9 images in, then you can go in and upload, or Amazon upload it, you get the video approved by Amazon and it gets uploaded into the image file, but the 9 images are there, so people can choose to look at your 9 images or your video. So it gives you a lot more advertising grunt, because you're there as a video for a minute if people want to watch it, or they can still see your 9 images. So I think that it's probably a way of the future for people, as well as having some actual just images, is to have a really smart video, which I'm sure Angelique can really get something going for you. Because if you wait to see our India sourcing trip videos, like we were like with paparazzi, we were running around. It was so fun. It was like being on the red carpet somewhere. We had a ball, and we got back home, and it was like, nobody's following me. I'm just walking down the street. There's nobody in front of me with the camera anymore. So yeah, it was fun. But like once you see what they can do with the videos, and it was brilliant. So
Yeah,
I'm
also,
glad that my team made you feel like celebrities.
Excellent.
You will be. You are. Okay. Yes, Mike.
yeah, and also videos are now allowed for anybody. I mean, you don't have to be brand registered to have access to videos,
That's
right?
right,
Previously,
right.
it was
Yeah,
only
that's right,
limited to
yeah.
brand registered. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to first of all play a video that Anjali's team had done for India sourcing trip, and let's take a look at that first, and then we'll go into her presentation. So this is the video of the very first day of the trip, or the second day actually. And we did a conference. We had a full day conference where we invited people to talk about sourcing from India. And this was a live that we had done there. That's Tim Jordan. That's Samiksha, our favorite Samiksha. So we had a lot of presentations the entire day. That's Aaron. And then the evening we went to a nice bar and just had a bit of fun over there. Okay, and then I'm just going to play another video also from...
Megla, did the video have music, or did you mute the music?
I muted the music, yeah.
Okay,
It did have music, yeah. Because
I
I just
had a
wanted
heart attack
to...
here.
Yeah,
No
because I just
worries.
wanted
Thank
to
you.
show, I just wanted to, talk over the video a bit.
Yeah.
But okay, so this is the other one. Let me just play this here. So this is one of the days that we went to the trade show. I think this was day 2 or day 3 of the trade show. Yeah, day 3, because we also visited a couple of factories on that day. This is a leather factory that we had visited in Noida. And in the evening, we did a Bollywood night cultural program where everybody dressed up in Indian clothes. And there was a lot of dancing. Ooh, that's Jackie. And your team got us to get together, Anjali, quite a few times
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right.
for group photos and all. So that was pretty cool.
That's good.
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
So
So go ahead, Anjali. Do you want to say something?
So I think yes, the fact that the videos look good is because the event was marvelous, and if you are presented with amazing content, I think we are able to produce a lot of lovely media and videos and photographs. Our why I'm here today is why what Megla and Kevin and Margaret have asked me to present some semblance of an idea of how we can produce videos for you for your storefront, for your Amazon listings, for your website, and also for how if you want to produce videos for how your product is made in India, how is it sourced in India, how is it produced in India. If you want to diversify some content in your on your website. So yeah, as you can see in that website, in that slide, these are some areas which we address. We can take care of all your e-commerce media needs, which is photographs, videos, advertisements, lifestyle videos, sourcing videos, corporate videos. I'll come to explain them shortly. Even if you have some branding necessities, you want your logos made, some design stuff to be made for your websites or for your entire branding needs. If you want to understand how to put your videos on social media or what kind of videos can be made for social media, even those we can help you with. So I will bring your attention to the product videos, which are now allowed on Amazon, which Margaret mentioned previously. We are able to produce in a very short time span, in a very nifty manner, the way you saw some videos in the beginning when Megla showed us, and I'll show some couple of videos more later, is how we can put a narrative to the product video. We can show the product features, we can show the product use, and we can get it with nice music. If you need voiceovers or if you need a model showing those products, they can be stitched together, and a good product video of a 30-40 second or what is the Amazon requirement can be made for your listing. You just have to tell us what features you want to highlight. You just get us the product, and then that process I'll talk later also. But that nifty product videos showing the product features, etc., can be given to you. Besides that, with the same kind of footage, we can generate advertisements, which have a different tone and have a different feel and pace, so to say, than a product video. A product video would be explaining the features and etc., and detailing and showing the product from all the sides, etc. But an advertisement can be more as a pitch. Come buy me, take me now. It's available here. So that kind of a pitch, an advertisement video, we are able to do that also for you. That will require just a bit of different kind of scripting and different kind of discussion with you. And we will imagine it, we will really reimagine it in production and even in post-production in our software systems, how we put the music, how we cut meaning edit the video. Is it going to be fast-paced? Is it going to be slow-paced? Is it going to be we are creating some kind of a mystery or aura around it, or we just dun, bum, bum, bum. We show the advertisement of the product coming out there. So an advertisement video can be made similarly for your product. A lifestyle video, I feel, is able to show your product being used in in an actual scenario, if it's a luxury watch, or is it a decor, or is it a carpet, or then we will place it for you. We will shoot it in actual environs with production design and models if you need, to show how luxurious it is, or how basic it is, or how useful it is, or how utility wise it is so amazing for you, for the customer. So a lifestyle video can come into that category, where an actual not just the 360-degree coverage of the product, but its use vis-a-vis in real life can be shown in a lifestyle video. But what I am most excited about here is, and Migla also got me very excited about this, and the fact that I'm in India, and it positions my team very at an advantageous position, is that all of you all are sourcing from India. And maybe you want to just think about it. How about you would want a video showing how your product is produced, the weaver weaving the product, the actual production happening. Most of these times, these products are actually produced by the same family living together under the same roof, or it is produced in a community, in a village, and it's an assembly line sorts. One family is producing this part of the sequence of the shoe, or the other, and another family is tanning the leather and putting it together. But these are very beautiful human interest stories, or very important or interesting community production stories, or community stories to be shown. So how these days I feel, yes, you have a lot of commercial videos which tell you about the product, but storification is the thing which is in. You add a story, you add a human element to your product, an emotion that evocates, wow, this is coming from here. And even the wonder that of global commerce, of Amazon, that a product produced in one, say, far-off village in India is reaching the farthest corner of the world through your digital interface. So those videos, and they differentiate why you are sourcing from India. It is different from machine-made products from anywhere else in the world, and why probably also the products are priced the way they are priced, because they're made with so much labor and love. So these lifestyle videos are something which, like I said, can be done by my team here in whichever part of India you're sourcing from. And I will again discuss a little in detail later about how we go about doing it. I mean, you may wonder, okay, this must be a huge process or a long process to do this. But in a while, I will let you know how we can use those lifestyle, the sourcing videos. And corporate videos are explanatory, as in if you want, a video done about your firm or your company. Those are also easily doable now, thanks to the internet. We can get data here, and we can send you data back and finished products, so you don't have to actually come and shoot in your country or your offices. We can get footage from you, and we can edit it here in India with music, voiceover, etc. The whole jig bang. And the last but not the least, the product photography, the 6 or the 7 the main photos which we need for the listing. Those are totally up my alley. We do that. In fact, what we can do is make a photo and a video package together for you. We present, we will do that. That okay, you want your 6-7 photos for Amazon listing, and you want a video or you want an advertisement. We can even package that together for you, so that you have a complete solution from our company of photo and video, the complete media production for your listing. I would love to show some photos which we have done. Yeah, so these are more creative and lifestyle kind of photos. Obviously, we do produce the Amazon specification photos, the hero image, the sizing image, the infographic image, that all is also done. Yes, Megla, we can just, these are some handcrafted shoes. Here we have. Come on, guess, Kevin, who's the superhero here?
You're muted.
Oh, come on, anybody in the audiences?
I have no idea.
Sorry, Iron Man.
Oh, yes, full marks.
Iron Man.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And which superhero is here?
Hey.
No superhero is Thor dying, probably. Yes.
This is a beautiful photo. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, something steamy, I guess they wanted to show. So after the steamy fart, we get to a very functional photo, which you want to show. Yeah, it's possible. We go from here to here. We take care of everything. Yes. So again, no, not too steamy. It's just beauty products. And
Yep.
So, are there any specific categories that your team specializes in, or can they manage all categories?
right now, we've been able to do, thanks to our the clients which we've been getting, we've been able to do a spectrum of them. So we're not able to, find, okay, this is what we do best. But I think videos is our forte. Photographs, you can manage whichever product you want to tell us.
Yeah.
We can actually, I think we can manage. Yeah. So this is a lifestyle photo, like I said. You will see a similar video later. We are showing the product with the model. So, right. So this is a bit important. Megla, please tell me if I run over time, because I can keep on talking on and on about the process.
If you could maybe spend maybe 2 minutes talking about this,
Yes.
then we'll go over the videos and people might have
Sure.
questions as well.
Sure. So you can please ask me a question on this process, but yes, I would need to start work on your photographs, a very detailed listing of your product, because that's where I start off from. Otherwise, I will really know what to begin. It'll be good if you can think and take time and list out and write down your listing and what your product is about. And if you have any specific ideas of how you want your photographs to look, in case you have seen some kind of photograph somewhere and you want to give that reference to us, great. We can discuss that and reach a path where, we can produce something for you. And similarly, then when the listing comes to us, we will discuss a proper timeline on what is the delivery date, what is the date when you want the product with you or our photographs from us, and what are the milestones before it. When do we give you a review? We will give you one review. We will shoot the product and shoot as in we will photograph the product, and we will show you a review of how it is looking the way you thought it would. And then you make complete notes. We request that we make complete notes at that stage and give it to us, and we make changes accordingly. Or if you say, I think we want to, at that stage, you're getting a bit, maybe we can do this totally differently. Even that can be considered at that stage, the first review part. Because the process is a bit complicated. When the photographs from raw stage go to the computer, to the post-production, it is very difficult to go to the shooting stage again. Anyway, so that's getting very technical, but yeah. So we give you a review, and then we deliver the product. Like Megla mentioned, because all your vendors are in India, the photography can happen in Pune. It is in West India, and your products can be shipped to me, sample products, and we can do the needful here. So this is for photographs. Similarly, for videos, I have explained in the next slide the process. Yes. Again, video gets a bit complicated because we will require a little more discussion on the requirements of how you want the video. Like I said, would you want a lifestyle shoot? So that requires a little more setup. Properties, I would, to make a set, like a film set, you understand that maybe you need a place where we are shooting a house or a hotel or an office. So we would need some kind of understanding. If you want a lifestyle kind of a video, do you want the use of models or no use of models? Would you like a voiceover script written? Would you like, or what kind of music would you like your video to be set up to? Don't worry, if you don't have any idea, no worries. We are here to give you that idea. But this kind of discussion will be involved, and we can do that easily over Zoom or even WhatsApp calls. And similarly, timelines and budgets, and presenting for one review, and changes accordingly. For the lifestyle video, like I was saying, for the sourcing video here, the process would be that we will discuss at length at how would you want your production process to be shown at the place where the vendor you're sourcing from. We will do a lot of research before our team parks itself at the venue or at the site, at the factory site, because we don't want to waste time and money going there and not being able to shoot what we had. So we make a whole plan and research first that, okay, we will get footage from your vendor, we will make a script, or what kind of video do you want of your sourcing video. We will completely lock it. Like 60% of our work we done pre-production, like we said, and 40% we go there and shoot, or 20 and then 20 at post. So sourcing videos, we would like to have a lot of conversations and talk with your vendors, talk with people on the site, and we come up with a plan, and we have quick 1 or 2 days when the team goes there and shoots the video and comes back, and we edit it in Pune. So
of course, because of COVID, we can't do these videos now, because of COVID, but I guess later, right?
Yes, we are hoping that when India is also seeing the second wave right now in COVID, we are absolutely hoping that by the summer, March next year, we should be able to. A lot of production has started. Otherwise, for films and other serials, etc. But yes, we would be feeling safe to travel by March, hopefully. And most of the places where your factory sites are probably in a rural area or in a further from the metropolis. In India, we have noticed that most of the COVID cases are metropolis and around. So if that area is safe, then probably we can travel. But yes, I'm not pitching anything before March, definitely, for the safety of the site team and my team. Right.
Okay.
Maybe we can go into a few videos, yeah.
Okay, so let me just show these videos. So Mark, what other types of videos have you seen on Amazon?
Oh, look, there's all sorts. I mean, it just depends what your product is and how far you want to take it, I think. But and you can even just go onto the bottom and add up a related video as well. So there's lots of different ways you can, portray your product. Gee whiz, who's got the siren? Where was that?
Maybe that was an ambulance going past. Yeah, there's just so much, and I'm really excited about these sourcing videos that Anjali is talking about. Yeah. I think that is going to be such a huge differentiator because, just showing also the stories behind the artisan stories who are making these products. They've been doing this craft for generations and how it's sort of passed down. Yeah.
Well, a good example was that Welby yesterday, where how they showed how the tin toys were made. I mean, that video was really good, and for somebody to use something like that because it really portrayed the story of those tin toys and the actual process. And I think that's, really what's, going to sort of be the difference between a China product and a new product.
It brings the product and the product story to life.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? So it's fantastic.
And I think then, you can get a premium price for it because people can see that story.
Yes, that's true. Is it possible to have the music for this? Because then it's a full experience video-wise.
Okay.
Sorry, because we are like
the music is part of the experience.
Because we take a lot of time in selecting the music and getting the right tone, etc.
Can you guys hear the music?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like TV ads, though, isn't it?
Yeah. So Anjali, do you also have of course, all of these are in Indian models, but do you also have American and British models that you have access to over there?
I can source them. Yes, that is possible, but it's a bit of a premium for me
Yeah.
as cost wise. But yes, we can definitely work that out.
Okay.
So you can just wait
And
for the India sourcing trip, and then they've got as many models as you want. It's all different sorts of models.
that's hilarious. Okay. Let me just show another one. So this is footwear.
The one I showed.
Oh, this has music too, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Let me just do this again.
Thank you, my friend.
So, Marg, are there any questions? Do you want to just quickly check if there are any questions?
Victor has got a question. Are there any pushbacks from suppliers when sourcing video is proposed? Concerns about confidentiality, trade secrets?
I will answer that. The fact that you're seeing I have a whole portfolio of videos and photos. The fact that you're seeing so less of them is because of our confidentiality agreement with our partners, that we do not share data, photographs, videos with anybody. I mean, I can persuade or I can show stuff here because I want to pitch my business here and I want to show the best stuff I've done. But definitely, this is a point which is very sacred with us and very precious. And we understand the journey you are in and the challenges you're facing and the competition you're facing in today's world. Not to be worried from our side that any of the data or any of the videos or photographs will be shown to a third party.
Yeah, but I think he's also asking if suppliers would have any concerns. You know, if we go to the supplier's factory and say, "Hey, we want to do a video." So I think in most cases they should not. I mean, as long as you're not shooting videos of their other buyers' products or things that are confidential. If you're just talking about the factory, and also if it's a compliant factory. If it's not a compliant factory, something to hide, then they will definitely push back. But if it's a good compliant factory and they're proud of what they do, then I think they'd be happy to have their factory showcased.
And if I may add here, that the fact that we are doing so much discussion, like I said, 60% we are discussing the sourcing video much before we land up at this factory site, is all these discussions. We have to understand if there are any concerns, we have to cajole them, we have to smoothen out any of their worries and get permissions. We will get permissions from the local people concerned. There in the village, there might be a local panchayat or the headman. We have permission forms, so to say, where our team can go get signatures, and your vendors can get signatures if we can give them the form. And even with the factory, we can get full compliance, we can get full permissions, and we have time to talk to them. We just don't land up at their site and start shooting. So that's why that time is spent understanding what is to be done vis-a-vis their worries.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, that was nice. Okay, cool. So
bespoke shoes. That sounds really good, doesn't it? Doesn't that sound rather royale type stuff?
Royale, yeah, very posh.
Awesome.
I know, very special, and they're handcrafted shoes. Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Trish is saying, I'm so excited, Anjali. A one-stop shop. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
Hello, Alan. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good morning.
Alan's not on the golf course today.
Trish is saying we felt like movie stars. So this is when
that
we
was
were
at
in
the
India.
IST.
Yeah.
Hello all.
Okay, great. So I'm going to show Anjali's email address over here. And of course, we also are sharing all of the PowerPoint and the videos in the Google Drive. We already have them there. So go ahead and you can get her contact details there as well. But otherwise, here is her email address. It's a bit long, but it's Anjali at surajit contentsolutions.com. Cool.
So we have
Okay.
any questions?
Anything else? No, I don't think we have any questions from anybody. I think you did a good job explaining everything, Anjali.
You did.
I'm sure people. Yeah.
You did a superb job, Angela.
Kevin,
Yes.
thank you, Margaret. I just want to add that I also visit film schools here to teach as a visiting faculty. And when in my classroom I don't have a question, I'm very nervous actually. I'm like, did they even listen? I hope they did. I hope they did.
Yeah.
No, and I think people, every product's going to be different. So, like if you're selling, like a mix master that makes cakes, obviously you do the video of the cake being mixed and someone putting the flour in. Like there's every different sort of product is going to require something totally different. And I think it's important that people can actually see how it works. It's not just a still photo of this or that. You can actually, have it happening. So I think it's a really great idea. And I think the biggest bonus is you don't actually pay for that there's no extra charge to run a video in your image sort of stack on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so it's pretty good to be able to, go on TV and ask them how much they're going to charge you to run a 30-second video. I mean, it's not cheap. So I think it's a good premium way of advertising on Amazon for nothing really. I mean, the cost of the video. So for people to, to outlay a little bit and get that video, I think it's going to really help their product. Look, every product's different. Some mightn't, justify a full-on video. It just depends what you're selling and how you want to portray it.
Well, imagine, you go to the glass. What's the glass region again in India, Megla?
Firozabad.
Imagine going to or having someone making some glass objects for you in Firozabad, and then you can actually get Anjali to go back to Firozabad to that manufacturer and actually video that actual piece being sort of manufactured, in the with the fire and the all the things of glass blowing, etc., sort of that would be an absolute awesome thing. And Megla, you like everything to do with glass blowing too, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I do.
Yeah.
So we have a couple of questions as well. I think my internet connection is a bit choppy. So Victor's asking, are there some standard photo packages with fixed pricing? So I think, Victor, get in touch with Anjali directly because there are so many different options available and you may have specific needs. So, just talk to her. I mean, I found that her rates are very reasonable for India sourcing trip and the other stuff as well. So yeah, definitely just get in touch with her and talk to her. Okay, Tony saying, great discussion, guys. How do you manage as we have big oversized items? How does the pricing in India compare from many types of videos compared to China, where many of the products are already being produced? So Tony, yes, I mean, if you're sourcing products from China, then it makes sense to get the photography and videography done there. I don't think it makes sense to ship the products to all the way to India. I don't think prices in India are that cheap that it will be lower than getting the products shipped and the photography charges, the videography charges as well. But I think if you're sourcing from India, then it definitely makes sense to get the photography and videography done in India, and it'll surely be cheaper than the US for sure. Yeah.
Yes, and we will be able to deal
Okay,
with
great.
if shipped to India.
Yeah. Okay, great. Okay, Anjali, thank you so much for your time today. It was lovely catching up, and we'll see you around.
Thank you so much,
Okay,
Megla.
thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Margaret. Thank you, Kevin.
We'll see you when
Pleasure.
you
guys again. Hopefully, yes, post-COVID. Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Bye.
For now.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, great. That was fantastic.
No.
Somebody's asking, can I have Anjali's contact email again? Yes. So let me just display the email, and we're going to move on to our next supplier, Liaquat from Kashmir. Liaquat, are you ready? He joined us bright and early. Okay, so this is Anjali's email address, Anjali at SURAJIT at contentsolutions.com. So, I mean, we didn't mention this, but Anjali and I go back more than 20 years. We actually started our careers together in India. So we started working together in 1997. So I've known her for a long time. And over the years, she's focused more on, videography. At that time, we were reporters writing for a newspaper. And and more recently, she's been focusing on videography. Okay, so let's move on to the next supplier. Let me bring on Liaquat. Hello, Liaquat. How are you?
Hey, Megla. Hey, everyone.
How are
Hello,
you?
Liaquat.
How is everything going?
Good.
Everything's going great.
Yeah.
It was a great show by Anjali. Great.
Yeah.
It was
We're not
great.
too far behind yet. We're doing well.
Yeah, about 10 minutes. Yeah. And in fact, Liaquat, your products are just so beautiful and your story is so amazing as well. I think, like making a video about your products and how they're produced would be absolutely amazing.
Absolutely, yeah. Even I was
Yeah.
thinking this when she was kind of going through her content. Like that could be something what we could use. Definitely.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, Liaquat, why don't you start telling people where you are from and start talking about your company? And I'm going to open up the presentation that you had sent me.
Sure. Greetings to everyone. I know we have people all across the world, and we are a company which is based in a very small part of India called Kashmir. And in
And
Kashmir,
a very beautiful part.
definitely very beautiful part. I'm sure everybody must have heard about Kashmir in news, like for some good or the bad reasons, things are happening over there. But then there's a huge kind of community who are doing their day-to-day livelihood using crafts, like different sorts of crafts. Paper mache is one of the crafts which we are dealing with, and all my parents, my grandparents have been like you working on the same crafts for a very long time. And we kind of took it to the next level and made sure that we can export it. And then, we are manufacturers for the same craft, and now we are exporting it to a lot of clients all across the world. Like we have clients almost everywhere in the world who we are sourcing from Kashmir. So as you can see on the company profile, on the profile, we say that like it's not 1997 we established. We are actually dating back. Like I would say my grandfather was doing the same thing, but then he was just manufacturing. He wasn't shipping or he wasn't, exporting it to the other countries. He was manufacturing and the other exporters were doing it. And in 1997, we took an initiative and started exporting since we already have the product and we already know, or we are kind of, manufacturing the product. So we started from a single family who we are like, and then we kind of keep on adding people who helped us to like different artisans started working with us. And right now we are almost 450 families who are working with us and who are helping us to develop product, to manufacture, and then we are shipping it across the globe. We are located in the main city of Srinagar in Kashmir, but then we have artisans all across other cities as well who are kind of developing and making products for us. That's mostly about the profile, but then if there are any questions on profile, I can definitely go through. I would definitely like to answer some of the questions if there are any. I don't think so. Okay, cool. So what do we do? We manufacture, we are mostly dealing with the Christmas ornaments. So we make products which are used for like, Christmas is right on the corner. So we are, you might have seen some of the ornaments on the Christmas trees, maybe manufactured by our company, like which are mostly made of paper. We make sure that there are no chemicals used. We made sure that everything is lead-free, everything is handmade. I think Kevin had a question.
No, sorry, I should be muted.
Okay, that's fine. No worries. Cool. So Megla, if you can go back one slide, I think there is something. Oh yeah, like these are some of the ornaments we deal with. Like it includes bells, balls, stars, Christmas trees, shooting stars, rings, bangles, boxes, and some of the other decorative items as well. And then it's not just like Christmas is our main kind of sourcing product, but then other than Christmas, we do a lot of boxes. We do a lot of animal shapes or bird shapes as well in paper mache. And paper mache, let me give a little bit of brief about how we make these products and how these are kind of just how these are made. So some of these products which you see on the screen are made of pure paper. So paper is soaked into water, meshed, and then put on a mold, and then cut and take mold taken out, and then stick together. After that, it's painted with the poster colors, and then used handmade art to make different types of designs, and then use a varnish to kind of keep it waterproof. So there we have a video of the whole manufacturing process, how we make this, and how it turns out to be like so beautiful, and how it's all made using like all of our artisans are kind of making these products with the hand. So these are all handmade. Whatever you see, there is zero machine used in making of any of these products. These are all handmade, 100% organic, or 100% environment friendly. No chemicals or no plastic or nothing of that sort used, just to keep
So what kind of paper do you use?
So it's mostly the paper from the newspapers or any paper which is not for use anymore. So it's like the waste paper we collect, and then
so it's all recycled. It's all recycled.
Correct. It's all recycled paper. It's not like we don't literally make paper for it. We get the paper which is for wastage, and then that's what we use for all these molds. So we've been in business for over a decade in exporting. Yeah. Sorry, Megla, you had a question.
No. I was just saying, go ahead. Yeah.
You're muted, Mark.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, the elephant, are they very big and are they very heavy? Like what sort of say that on the left?
So it can go as you want. Like if you want like 6 feet, it can go up to 6 feet, 3 feet.
Oh, really?
But this one right here is like 12 inches. It's almost a feet.
Yeah, and how would that be? Like a kilo? Is it weighty or is it not very heavy?
So it's not very heavy. It's really light, and
because it's hollow.
Yeah, that's right. It's hollow from inside, but just to make it stand and make sure that it doesn't fall. So sometimes we have to put on weight in it. Like maybe we need to make sure that it's stable.
They're beautiful.
Sometimes we just add weight in it.
So what sort of buyers do you actually cater to?
So we have buyers ranging from Walmart to El Corte to Falabella, to some of the buyers in UK who are like not big buyers, but we've been sourcing them for like years and years.
They're gorgeous. Mm-hmm. Really lovely.
Yeah.
So do you want to talk about compliance?
Correct. So compliance, we are compliant with BSCI. We make sure that we are socially compliant. We make sure that we have equal wages policy, and in our company, or in our factory, or in our packing unit. So we have a packing unit in New Delhi which we use for packing and shipping, but then we have main company, or the main factory is in Kashmir. But because of COVID, we had to kind of shut down the unit in New Delhi and bring all the operations to Kashmir, because it's kind of easy for us to manage our compliance and manage our resources from Kashmir. So both the factories and both the places are compliant with BSCI, and we have yearly audits as well, because we are dealing with the clients who need those audits yearly. So we are kind of we've been doing audit for last 10 years and making sure that we are compliant. So we kind of have those reports. With the financials, oh, that's fine.
Okay.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to go through
That's
the
fine.
financials. Like we have a financer, the local Jammu and Kashmir bank. They've been financing us when it's needed. So they are kind of helping us, supporting us financially if needed as well. So these are some of the notable customers who we have been working with for over a decade now. So some of them are UK-based. Falabella, we are dealing with in multiple countries in South America. Like we are working with them. We've been shipping them in Chile, Argentina, Colombia, and Portugal, I guess. These are some of our clients who we have been shipping to. So this is about the company. I would love to answer some of the questions if anybody has about the company.
Yeah. So Robin is asking, if they are light, do they crush easily?
No. So these are made in a way that you even if you like, I don't have any product right now. I can show on the video, but they are made in a way that they don't crush easily. But then, yeah, if you put too much of weight, at the end of the day, these are made of paper. If there is too much of weight or too much of pressure put in, those would crush.
So how
But
do you
these are-
package them?
So it depends. Like it depends on the product we are shipping. So if it's something like what you see on the screen, it's called it's a Christmas ball for the Christmas tree. So we put it in a oil paper first. If there is some tags or whatever client needs, any kind of client markings they need, we make sure that all that is placed in a oil paper, and then 6 balls are added. Now 6 balls are put in a inner box, and then inner box is put in an outer box for shipping. So outer box mostly has 144 units. So inner box has 6.
Okay.
Yep.
These are some of the designs. All of these designs are handmade designs by some of our artisans who have been working on the same craft for like years and years. But it's not limited to only some of this. So you can go through these designs. We can kind of skim through these, and then I think you have one more presentation, Megla, if you can.
Yeah, can people actually customize their designs with you?
Absolutely. So we have most of the clients who are customizing their designs as per their needs. We have not shown those designs here because like those are specific to those clients.
Yep.
But anybody, if they want to customize their designs, it's always possible, and we customize as per their needs.
Awesome.
Birds are cute.
Yeah.
So what's sort of like you sort of look at those things, and you did say 6 in a box, et cetera, but what was sort of like the MOQs beyond some of those?
So our MOQ is very flexible for first-time buyers, to be very honest. We are not very we just want to we just want people to start with us, and then MOQ can be dealt with later. But then if you have to put a number, so it's mostly 1,000 pieces, because the price range is not too high. Price range is pretty it's like all the products you have seen so far is between $1 to $1.5.
Oh, you're kidding?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's pretty it's pretty good price, and then so we have kept it 1,000 pieces. If there's a unit somebody wants to check, or if there's a PO of multiple units or multiple designs or multiple things, so it could be either 1,000 pieces or it could be 5,000 USD value of the PO.
Yeah. So that elephant that you showed, like in your 12-inch, what sort of price is that then? Is that not that expensive either? Because that's gorgeous.
So the elephant one is around it's always the elephant, since it's bigger, and then it depends on the size as well. And then if there's a design which is too much intricate, that kind of adds the price as well. But the one which you saw is around like maybe $2.5, or maybe $3 at the max.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
great. Gee whiz. I can see a great couple of those elephants in a box selling really well on Amazon.
You could have a really nice Christmas tree, couldn't you, with all those things?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
And it's not expensive. Yeah, no.
No,
That's great.
no.
I mean, they're much nicer than the rubbish you sort of get in the local Kmart or whatever store. I mean, and they're not going to be that much more expensive. They're beautiful.
Yeah.
And you have them forever.
Yeah, there you go. Swinging elephants. And camels. What's more Christmas than camels?
Yeah, well, we do with all these animal shapes, like animal shapes as well as Christmas as well. So that's really.
Ooh, I like these
really nice
flowers.
To Christmas.
Yeah, so they're quite cute too. Yeah, no.
So what other types of products do you do? I mean, apart from Christmas ornaments,
So
somebody is asking here actually for vases. If I was interested in vases that are more matte and do not have varnish in them, would you be able to do that?
absolutely.
Paper
So
matte-
I don't know if you have the presentation for vase, but we do flower vases, we do table lamps, we do.
No, I don't. Do you want to share your screen, Liaquat, and show the latest presentation? I
Sure.
think you mentioned that you did have some. So these are the ones that I have. And these look like party hats? No.
No, I think they're just
These are
Decorated.
cones, like
yeah,
these
just
are
the cones that
decorated.
sit down and
Yeah.
We've got some of those, Mark, haven't we? In your decorations.
No, maybe somewhere in my decoration box. Yeah.
Yeah. Similar.
Let me know if you are able to see my screen. I think you can, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just 1 second. Let me just.
So,
Okay, there. Yeah.
I'll go into the vases as well, but this is more like this is steel.
Do you want to just make it full screen?
Yeah. Actually, this is in PDF, so I wouldn't be able to
No,
make it
go into
full
view and full screen.
Uh,
View and full screen mode.
Oh, got it. Thank you. That's great.
See, you learned something new today.
That's great.
From the expert,
yeah.
she knows everything.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Megla, for that.
Right.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
So this is all steel, and people use it. Like, to be honest, like I've seen this used in New York in a restaurant. So people use it, and it's all usable steel, which is painted, and this painting is hand painting done by the artisans in Kashmir.
I have seen this at the Delhi Fair, and they look so beautiful. And I know I've seen them on Amazon as well. I think somebody is selling maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at the bathroom
Yeah, these
sets.
are
They're
beautiful.
lovely.
Yeah, and this is all made in made at home, made by artisans with the hands. So I think that kind of adds the beauty to the product.
Yeah, no, they're lovely, aren't they?
Yeah. So do these artisans produce these products for multiple factories, or do you hire some artisans on a full-time basis? How does it work?
So it's more like a house kind of thing. We have some of the artisans who work with us forever. So there are other factories as well. There are other artisans as well, but then there are artisans who work with us forever. So those are the artisans who are developing these products and creating these products for us. And then we have
So they're like permanently
that's
attached
right.
to your company.
We have a facility where they come in, and then we give them the designs, and we work with them. We build the designs, or we develop the designs, and they make it for us.
No,
Right.
they're different.
Do they
So,
specialize in these kinds of designs, or can they make any other designs as well?
They can make any customized design, whatever is coming. Because as I said, that we have clients who always ask for designs to be customized. We just go as per whatever client wants. Sometimes client wants their logo on the product as well. like we've been doing for some of the clients in US, they wanted the name of the company on a Christmas star, which they wanted to give as a gift to every customer they have in their store. So we could do all that. That's not a problem at all.
Right.
So
Kevin,
let me
sorry, I
go.
cut you off.
No
You were
problem at
saying
all.
something, Kevin.
Yeah, I was just going to say I know we talked about the paper mache type stuff, and I was going to ask about the lead time for the metal type stuff, but also, I mean, the lead time for paper mache type products too.
So for everything, the lead time depends on the quantity.
Yeah.
But if it's like maybe 5,000 units, it's gonna be a month for both.
That's pretty good. That's
Yeah.
that's quick in Indian standards. That's very fast.
And Leah, you said pre-COVID you did packaging in Delhi. So you've actually got you're able to package in Kashmir.
That's correct.
So you can offer people packaging there, yeah?
That's correct. So pre-COVID, we had a factory in New Delhi for packing and shipping. But after COVID, we kind of shut that down till we get back to normal operations.
Yeah.
Till then, everything is packing, shipping is done in Kashmir.
So you could help people if they come to you to package. Say if I wanted a $5,000 order and I wanted a variety, you can sort of make the packaging for me and help me with the artwork, etc.
Absolutely. As per we have clients always, they want their specific labels or their specific boxes.
Yeah.
So they just have to send us the instructions how they want it, and we build it, we create it for them, and then make sure that the packing experience is the same, like however the client wants.
Fantastic.
That's great. Yeah, no, really different.
These are some of the door knobs we are shipping to one of a very big client in UK and United States as well. So these are nothing like these are knobs for the doors, like for the drawers and everything. It has a proper metal end, like you can see here. They kind of use it for the furniture. So send out.
That's quite surprising, actually, because they're made of paper. I mean, they're paper mache, but they're still durable enough that you can have a piece of metal.
Right. So for doorknobs, let me be clear on that. Like, it's made of wood. The wood is called fruss. It's a local wood kind of grown in Kashmir itself. It's very durable. It's proper wood, but the art is paper mache art on it.
Okay, got it.
And so those would be doorknobs for, like, say, kitchen drawers, kitchen cabinets, bathroom cabinets. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, because they're very on trend at the moment to have some fancy knobs on drawers or something. So it's really.
Are they all hand painted too?
These are all hand painted. That's correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd feel bad if I ordered 5,000 of those.
Wow, because looks like some work goes into it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Look at that.
Can we go back? Oh, look at those. I love that vase. Wow.
So what material is this?
Sorry?
What material is this?
This is paper. This is paper mache. So how vase is made, because eventually you want to put flowers in it, and we want it to be put in use. So inside there's a brass lining, so that even if you have to put water in it, you can have fresh flowers in it as well. So inside the lamp, inside the vase, there's a brass lining, and outside is paper, and then paper mache art. Like, this is all hand painting.
Do you do like lamp stands? Would that be? Could you make that into like a lamp stand with a
light on the top?
Light on the top.
Yeah. I think I have that presentation as well. We already do that. Like, we ship that as well. So let me see.
Because somebody was looking for something similar to that the other day, and this might be something that they would like
Yeah, absolutely. We do that. We already have it. Let me see. I think I'll have that presentation here. These are all candle stands. So different sizes of candle stands or incense stand. This is an incense stand on the right, and the left one is a candle stand.
Simone thinks she's got one of your ornaments. Wow.
Maybe, yeah, we do supply to Germany as well. That's true. Maybe she might have
Wow.
something.
And they're very popular, aren't they? The candle sorts of
Yeah.
things and candles.
Yeah.
They're really different.
Yeah.
So these are some of the boxes we do as well. But like a lot of people, like, because, you know, like this is a pretty big box and it is very intricate to make. So we don't do a lot of export of it, but it kind of sells domestically in India. But we just wanted to put it out there. So
Yeah,
we
yeah.
kind of have a look on
Yeah,
it.
that's beautiful.
These are all jewelry boxes. You can put your jewelry, and inside the box we can put a velvet lining as well, so that, you know, it kind of gives that intricate feel. Or when you're putting your jewelry, you don't have to put it in a wooden box. It goes into a velvet box.
Wow.
See,
Avoid scratches.
Leah, I think we'll just be doing a trip to your factory. Never mind.
Absolutely.
Even the EPC fair would just come straight to your factory, mate.
Absolutely. We would love to have you all.
That's some great things.
So
Yeah,
I love
lovely.
those candle stands, someone is saying.
Yeah. You know, there's some great.
Would some of that stuff be like India Pacific though? You know, like,
Yeah.
you know,
Probably
just
a little, yeah. Some
you know,
jewelry
domestic
and-
market sort of
yeah.
taste.
That's correct. That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the stuff is very specific to India, and then a lot of domestic, Indian people are using these.
Yeah, there's
Or
a lot of
also
Indian
Middle
people
Eastern.
live abroad too. So
I'm saying like this is more like traditional. Some of the stuff is very kind of, you know, with tradition.
yeah,
So that's where these are actually fruit bowls, like the one that you see on the screen. It's a fruit bowl with four different, you know, partitions or compartments wherein you can put in 4 different types of fruits,
yeah.
and you can serve to people if you have to, like dry fruits.
Yeah.
Right.
Got it. So let me see if okay, here it goes.
Really
Here are
good.
the lamps.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're lovely. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
You'd like them, wouldn't you, Mark?
Yes, no, well, I think there was somebody back earlier in the week in the Facebook group looking for some lamps. He posted something he was looking for, but I mean, these type of things would probably be something that would be maybe something he could look at,
Yeah.
or her. I
Yeah,
don't
he
know.
was looking for vases, wasn't he?
Was it vases or lamps? I can't remember now. I thought it was
Yeah.
a lamp stand.
Mm.
Let me see. I think I have a specific. Okay, this is a flower vase as well.
Mm.
So you can see that maybe you on the top you see a little bit of like
Yeah, the brass.
brass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know you can have a fresh flower in it.
What
So
sort
those
of price
lamps
would
were
they
also-
be? Yeah. Go on.
Sorry, go ahead, Mark.
What sort of price would they be? Those sort of vases, roughly.
Price for something like this, it would be around. So I think this one is 12 inches. So this one would be around $6 to $7.
That's still really good price.
Yeah.
Still really durable. Yeah. No.
Mm.
Yeah. Because they're really good. And the lamps and that are beautiful. I love those. Oh wow.
Oh my gosh, yeah, those are beautiful, the brown ones. Can you go back one slide?
Look
at that.
One before that one. I'll have the black one, you have the brown one.
Yeah.
And the good thing is like these are all handmade and made
And-
sure that no chemical is used.
And these are paper mache, right?
Everything
Even
is
the
paper
lamps
mache.
and
Everything I showed you is paper mache.
wow.
Yeah. See, I never expected there to be this many variety.
Well, when you say paper mache,
Yeah.
it sounds so like, whoa, wow, you know, paper mache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It sounds
brilliant.
like paper. How can you make stuff like this?
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful.
yeah. Amazing.
How long does it take to make one of those lamps?
Well, it depends on the size first, and then if you see the lamp on the screen right now, it's not normal paper mache. If you see, it's embossed. The work in it is embossed.
Mm-hmm.
So if you move your hand, it's all kind of, a little bit elevated from the base. So just to make it, give it a little bit real feel. So this one, something like this, if it's like 12 inches or maybe 2 feet, this one would take for one artisan almost, I would say 15 days.
Really?
wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So one person does the entire process, or is it like an assembly line where one person
No,
does the paper mache?
it's more like it's not an assembly process. It's more like one person is capable of doing everything, and then it's a group of 8 to 10 people. They sit together and then they keep on rotating.
Doing the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
Yes, yeah. So I wouldn't want to order 5,000 of those.
Well, and you've got
That would be
to
great.
start preparing. You got to start preparing in advance, right? Because now they are promoting Christmas 2021.
Yeah,
Right? The
that's right.
collection that they sent, that was for 2021. So I think for Amazon sellers, we start thinking about things pretty late, and then
Yeah.
we're like, oh my god, we have to rush. But
And for brands or branding sort of options, you would help people to with OEM type arrangements.
Yeah, absolutely. If there is a branding needed, or if they want to put their own label on it,
Yeah.
we do it. We
Okay.
even print the labels for them, put their labels on it, and then ship it to them.
Yeah. Excellent.
that's beautiful. Well, Yakat, if you could send some of these catalogs to me, I'll post them inside of the Google Drive that we send to everybody with all of the catalogs, so people will have access to them as well.
Sure,
Yeah.
I'll send it. I'll send it to you right away.
Okay, great. So, guys, are there any more questions for Liaquat before we let him go and move on to our next supplier? So, someone is saying, love the fringe.
They want
Love
your
this.
lamp, Megla.
That's right. Glad
Okay,
to
cool.
hear.
So, I'm just going to show Liakat's email address over here. It's liaquat@gmdehqani.com. But yeah, you can either take a photograph or write this down, or take a look at the catalogs as well. All of the catalogs have already been sent or already been uploaded over here in this Google Drive. So you can go ahead and look at the catalogs over here. Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Liaquat, for your time today.
Thanks a
Really
lot.
lovely seeing
Yeah.
all of your products.
Thanks a lot.
Fantastic.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you.
Hope to
Okay.
meet you
See you
soon.
in
Hope to meet
India.
you soon, Leah Cat.
Thank you. Yeah, sure. That would be great. Thanks, everyone.
Okay,
Right.
bye.
Lovely. Thank you.
Wow, that was amazing. I didn't know that they did all of these products.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
was imagining just the Christmas paper mache things, but like
Yeah.
those lamps and the vases and that elephant. I want the elephant. I've got a couple
I want
of
that
elephants.
lamp. That lamp is just so stunning. It's beautiful. How can we contact him? Okay, let me just quickly display the email address again. We're running behind schedule over here a bit.
Well,
Okay, so this is
we don't normally run behind, do we, Megla?
no, we don't. Thank you. Beautiful stuff. Can't wait to come visit. Yes, absolutely. So, guys, can I ask you all a favor? So, all of you watching, can you just give a like or a love to this post or a share? If you're watching from inside the Facebook group, you won't be able to share, but give us a like or a love. And if you're watching from the India Sourcing Trip Facebook page, then give us a share. If you're on YouTube, then also give us a like. And if you're on LinkedIn, give us a like too. So wherever you're watching from, like, share, because that really helps us reach more people. The Facebook algorithms really like seeing engagement on posts, and then they show the posts to more people. So we would really appreciate if you could show us some love.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Zara is here. She's saying beautiful stuff. Okay, cool. So let's move on to the next supplier. We have Amaya from Craft and Weave, and he's got some trouble with his video, so he's going to be joining us on audio, only on audio. So hello, Amaya.
Ah,
Yeah, hello. Good
Amaya.
morning,
Hello.
Megla. Good afternoon, Kevin. Good afternoon, Margaret.
Good
And
afternoon,
Hello,
Amaya.
yeah,
Hamia. Oh, that's a
hello
shame.
to all the viewers all over the world. So first of all, I want to say sorry for not showing the video. There was some trouble and some last minute surprises. So sorry for that.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
It was working fine when we did the test a couple of days ago,
yeah,
but
actually.
Yeah,
But
and we told all the people that you're a handsome young man, and there's a lot of all these single women in
maybe
the US
yeah,
looking
maybe
for
we get
handsome young men.
chance. Maybe we get chance to show ourselves in next show. But sorry for this.
brilliant. So, Amaya, your company is, of course, super special. And Kevin, do you want to take this one?
Yeah, sure. Look, Amir, it was lovely speaking to you the other day, and you showing us some things of the company and etc.
Yeah.
Look, go ahead and just sort of tell us about Craft and Weave and how you started, and all the secret sauce you've got, and all your
Yes.
great
Yes.
products.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll just introduce a company. We are Craft and Weave, and we are based in Central India. So Craft and Weave, basically, as name indicates, it works with the craft and the fabrics. Means it's textiles. So right from fabric, we work in the fabric of different prints, and we work with the garments, maybe women's garment, men's garment. I'll show the products in the next slides. So we are kind of a social venture working directly with the artisans. So the artisans are the people who are based in different clusters. The clusters are the places where all these artisans work on the some different prints or maybe different kind of fabrics, different kind of weaves. So they are based in different geographical area all over the India. So basically, we are concentrating on those clusters, and we are giving them business. We are taking their goods to the global platform. So as in India also, nowadays, we are having a campaign of local to global. So these are very small artisans, small clusters who are not getting the platform to take their goods to the global level. So we are trying to help them and get their goods to all over the world. So Craft and we are a small team, only 2 years old company. So we are working towards the marketing and development of the traditional craft from India. So our aim is to provide our customers the authentic craft, which are in the heritage of the Indian culture, to get the good quality product to and better pricing to the customers all over the world. So we work closely with the artisans. Just a second. Yeah. So we work closely with the artisans to develop the contemporary products. So uh, we have our own library also. We can share our own library, own designs, which we develop for customers. And if a particular customer want to develop the design as per their requirement, as per their market, so we can develop that for the customer on the particular requirement basis. Yeah. Next slide, please. So our expertise lies in producing the customer design order from craft culture. So we work very closely. Means see, in the clusters there are two types of things. So first, maybe we need to source the fabric from one cluster and then get it printed or get it developed in the other cluster. So we work very closely into that. And new when we go for the new product development, so we work all over the, means there are basically two seasons generally which we take into Indian market. So there are, we, as per the season, we develop the blocks, we develop the different kind of colors. So if there is a summer, then we will work with the linen fabric and some light color prints on the linen or cotton linen fabric. So these are the basic idea behind the working of the company. Yeah. So these are our product range. We manufacture these kind of products. So our product lies in fabrics, We make saris, which are basically uh, majorly marketed into Indian market. Ready to wear products, ready to wear garments, home textiles, bags, clutches, and scarves. So these are some of the images which you can see in the slide. Next slide, please. Yes. So first, in the product range, if we differentiate, so product range is the fabric. So printed fabric, if we take, so there are these are the list of printed fabric which we are doing from different clusters. So these are the natural indigo hand printed and dyed fabrics, natural vegetable printed, so which we called it a bark print. So I'll just give explanation for this. So these are the natural colors. So natural colors we develop from maybe flowers or some leaves of the trees, like that. So those colors are developed with, we are not using the chemicals in that. So those colors are developed and printed by the block on the fabric. So if you can see, these are all the block printed fabrics. So third is hand block pigment printed. So pigment is a kind of chemical. So uh, colors are developed out of that. Batik printed, which is wax resist. So the basic process behind that is the fabric is dipped into wax, and then we get the design as per requirement on the fabric, and then it is put into chemical. So that particular portion will get dyed, and the balance portion will not get dyed. So the design will appear in that way. So we are using natural dyed fabrics and natural eco print fabrics also. Yeah. So those the previous slide we look at the what kind of prints we are doing, and this slide we are looking at the fabrics which are woven. So in woven category we have 100% silk, 100% cotton hand woven fabrics, silk cotton hand woven fabrics, which is called Chanderi or Maheshwari, 100% hand spun hand woven fabrics, which we a generic name called as a khadi fabric, and the next one is 100% cotton organic handwoven. So nowadays there is a huge story going on with the sustainable products. So that 100% cotton organic will go with that. Yeah. Next slide, please. So I'll just give brief of the prints, type of print which we are doing. So first I'll explain about the bark print. So bark print is basically a bark is a place in central India. It's the name of the village, and in that village, the people are producing the print. So from generations, means more than 100 200 years, they are doing all these kind of printing activities. They dip the fabric in the river, the uh, which has the more copper content. So after dipping it, they boil it into a boiler, and they dry it into sun, and then the printing process goes on. So how the in this way the color get develops when the fabric is kept under the sun. So this is called as a bark print. So this is the traditional print techniques used. They use the vegetable dyes and ingredients, and they take all natural resources for this development. So the motifs used are all the traditional, like booty. This is in the first image, you can see. You can see the booty image, buta jal. This vertical called the rake, this red one. So the products ranges from, we can do on the garment, means on the regular fabric, on the home textiles, on the scarf, on the sari. So the end use of the product may vary, and we can print all these designs on the different kind of fabrics. Yeah. So this is the indigo. The local name we call it as a dabu. So this is the dabu print we also call. This technique is a mud resisting type of hand block printing. So indigo is very famous. Means this is a very basic and very beautiful kind of product, indigo print. This traditional printing method is practiced in a cluster of Madhya Pradesh. This is also from a central India product, and typically Dabu print make use of natural dyes and paste. So this also can be done on the fabrics which are used in the garment, which are used for the home textile, maybe for the curtains, maybe for the cushion and scarves and saris. Yeah. Next is the batik print. So batik print actually is a wax resist hand block printing. So wax resist, as I explained you before, we dip the fabric into wax. We make different designs as per customer's requirement. We take out that particular wax from that particular area, and then we dip it into the chemical. So where the wax is not applied, the chemical get into that, and that particular portion get dyed, and the balance portion remain undyed. So in this way, the this kind of print designs are produced. This also can be done on the fabrics, home textiles, scarves, and saris. Yeah, this is a eco print. See, eco print basically we take the dyes from the leaves and flowers, and those leaves and flowers are used as a coloring agent to transfer their color onto the fabric. So this is one of the product which is going very well in the sustainable story. So there is no harmful chemical use. All natural and safe chemicals are used to dye this fabric.
This is so beautiful. I think when I saw this, I was like,
Yeah.
wow.
So in
But
fact, we
do
have.
the colors
Yeah.
fade?
Sorry. Sorry.
I was just asking, do the colors fade over
See,
time?
we generally these colors long up to the 20 washes. We can do the home washing also. So recently we have exported some silk eco print fabric to the one of our European customer. So this is going very well, and they have made actually kimono out of it. So yeah, that worked very well. This is the hand block printing. So a hand block means we take a wooden block, and with the with some designs we grave the block onto the that wooden part, and just we dip it into the chemical pigment and put it on the fabric. So there is wide range of designs which we can make into this. So these are basically used in all fabrics, home textile, and scarves. So we finished with the printed category, and now this is a woven category. So this is the first type of the tussar or kosa silk. So tussar silk has a coarser texture, and it is the optimum silk fabric used across the categories. Uh, we manufacture lots of fabrics with the different colors, as you can see on the slide. So this is very commonly used fabric in Indian market basically. This is the mulberry silk. See, the difference between tussar and mulberry is tussar is little bit harsh, but mulberry silk is very soft. With the way it comes with very soft hand feel. It is available in many qualities, maybe very fine to little coarse, and blends also available in this with the beautiful texture. So pure varieties of chiffon and crepe are made from it. This is also used for mainly used for scarf like of products. So this is a blended fabric of silk and cotton. So generally in India, there is a place called Chanderi. So this is also a village in India. So this product came from that particular area. So the generic name of this product is Chanderi also in India. So beautiful dress materials and maybe kimono fabrics are made out of this silk cotton fabric. This is the hand spun hand woven fabric. So I'll just explain you the hand spun and hand woven. Hand spun means the raw cotton which we take, or you can take silk also. So there is one instrument in India, we call it as a charkha. So the yarn is made out of in that charkha, and again the yarn are placed together on the handloom, and then the handloom is run for the making of this fabric. So this is the very basic product, and the look wise, if we go, the look is little coarser, and but this is this will go into sustainable product category. So this is the cotton handloom fabric. The fabrics are woven on the handloom using mill-made fabrics. So in the earlier category, the yarn was also made by hand, and the fabric was also made by hand. But in this category, the yarn is uh, coming from the machine, and the fabric is made on the loom. So this is a basic difference. So color wise, there are no constraint. We can use any color and dye it as per our requirement. This is the organic cotton fabrics. So as I said, the certified organic, we take the certified organic yarn to make these fabrics, and we have organic cotton handloom fabrics also available with us. So these organic cotton are basically comes into very coarser range. So most of these products are used for making the home textiles. So this is the product range. If you can see on the images. So first is we are making the women's wear tops, tunics, and dresses. Men's wear we are doing the shirt, kurtas. Kurta is a Indian garment which we wear on some occasion of for some, and the trousers we are making kids wear. We are making the girls ethnic wear and boys ethnic wear. So these are some products which made from our factory. This blue trouser, if you can see, blue. This is the indigo dyed trouser. This is the women's wear. This is the top, and this is again the hand printed trouser. These will fall into women's wear category. These are the men's shirts. These are red shirt. You can see these are the block print. These are the wax resist dyed middle one, and another one is also wax resist dyed. So these are some basic production details. When we are going for the bulk production, so we work with very normal MOQs of 100 pieces per color per style, and if any customer want to order the fabric only, so 350 meters is the MOQ for hand woven and hand print. See, as I explained before, the hand printed products mostly depend on the weather. So, in the monsoon, particularly, the lead times are a little higher. But we don't dry it in the machine. We dry it into natural sun. So, fabric lead times are minimum 90 days for this MOQ. If MOQ increases, the fabric lead time may get increased. And if customer want to get into garment and full package product, full package program, so the lead times will be around 130 days, 135 days. These are the accessories category. So these are the scarf. So this images you can see the hand block printed silk scarf. We have woven silk scarf and printed cotton khadi and hand woven cotton scarf. So these are the different varieties of the scarf category. These are the bark printed scarf. You can see the different designs in all these four images. And if customer want to develop the design as per their own requirement, so they can share the images with us, and we can get it on craved on the block, wooden block, and we can give the design as per their requirement. This is a advantage with this. These are the batik printed scarves. So uh, these three images are for that. So these are the production details for scarf. The scarves are MOQ is 50 pieces per color per style. Lead time is 120 days, and these are the basic price range because maybe cotton to silk, as per customer requirement, the price range varies from the $12 to $35. These are some another products in the accessories category. We are producing bags also. So hand block printed cotton bags, so woven silk bags, and these are different bags which we can produce. Yeah, these are the images of the bag. So production details for the bags. The MOQs is 100 pieces. Lead time 120 days because till the fabric stage, the lead time remains same. As we have to develop the fabric, we have to develop the print. and then we put it into different products. If any customer want to make the scarf, we can take it into another line. If customer want to make the bag, we can take it into another line. So these are the basic specification of the size, and price range is also given. These are the cushions which comes into home textile category. So these are the cushion covers, curtains, and runners also we are doing in our factory. These are some images of cushion covers, curtains, and production details are like 100 pieces. Lead time is 120 days. These are the for the cushions, and these are sizes and general price idea. Yeah, and you can contact us on this email ID. And as explained before, we are very flexible in terms of development. So if you want us to develop any kind of color, any kind of design, we can work as per the customer requirement, and provide as per the requirement the final product. Yeah, thank you all.
Yeah, thank you, man. That was very good. There's some great prints there, ladies. I mean, that block printing is very good, isn't it? Some great designs.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah, my favorite is that eco print.
Yeah, yeah.
Margaret,
Yeah.
you're muted, Marg.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if someone wanted to say maybe make like sheets for like a baby's cot or a doona cover just for like baby stuff. Are you able to do that sort of thing with your materials, or you know, because when you do the yardage, could you then have that made into something
No,
like that
we
or
can
not?
do all kind of products. So basically, the process will be like, once we get the inquiry, if customer want to see the sample, then we can print a kind of meter or 2 meter fabric for them. We can send them for their approvals. So after final approval, we can proceed with the bulk program. So this is the basic, basic
Oh,
SOP we follow.
yeah,
Because
okay.
customer,
Yeah, no,
end of the day,
because
customer should be
yeah,
satisfied
some
with
of
our
those would be
product.
nice.
So if we go step by step, then they will get the full satisfaction of their product, and we can have a long-term relationship with them.
But Marg, was your question more about certifications and all because it's a baby product?
No, mainly just could because a few people have been looking for like baby sheet sets and baby like you know, doona throw cover type. What do you call it? You don't call it a doona. Come on, what do you call it?
Quilt.
No, the thing that
A
goes
quilt.
over
A
the
Yeah,
quilt.
yeah, well,
the feathers.
yeah.
Quilt. Quilt. Yeah, no, and I just was thinking because some of those, like especially that nice eco one that you liked, would
Mm.
look lovely on a baby set. And I was just thinking that, you know, could they actually turn it into like a, you know, I don't know, 2 meter by
Duvet
1 meter sheet
Or duvet cover. That's it,
or
a
a
duvet.
cover,
A
duvet
duvet.
cover,
Yeah.
Thank you, Ariji.
duvet
So
cover. That's
one of the
your word.
suppliers waiting backstage, he posted.
A duvet cover. Yeah. Sorry,
So,
I'm Australianised now. I call it a doona.
so certification wise, I just wanted to update that we are into process of getting the GOT certificate for all our products. So soon, maybe in early next year, we will get that. So it will be available in next year. GOTS.
Okay. So let's see. We have a few questions here. Simone is asking, what is the MOQ for the mulberry silk fabric product? I think you mentioned that
Yeah.
later. She
So
asked this.
yeah, it will be around 350 meters, 300 to 350 meters, and we can work. We can look at as per the specific requirement, and we can provide accordingly.
Okay. Patricia says, just joined. Wow, this fabric is beautiful.
Thank you very much.
So Patricia is asking, how color fast is the block printing?
See, block printing means, as we are supplying to many customers in India and overseas. As of now, means we don't received any. We have not received any complaints regarding the color fastness. So first, yes, we agree. In the first washing, some color comes out because we don't use any fixing agents, means chemicals for that. So in first washing, yes, some color will come out, but we will give the call out as per the color, because it depends on the color depth and color combinations also. So, but generally all these fabrics are good with the color fastness.
So she's also asking, is it a vegetable dye?
Yes, these are the vegetable dyes, what we call it as a eco dyes.
Okay. Let's see if there are any more questions. Okay, someone's saying very nice, love the block printing.
Thank you very much.
Shabir Dekhani, I guess he's Liakat's brother.
Hello.
Are you able to send swatches of fabrics as samples?
Sure, sure. We'll be able to, means we have a sample collection, a standard sample collection which we can send to customers. And if they need any specific fabric or print, we can work on that and we can send a collection to them.
Okay, great. Beautiful textiles. Patricia says thank you. Great. Anything else, Kevin, before we sign off?
I think Amir sort of pretty well sort of covered it there. I mean, it's textiles, and we've done a couple of textiles, and we sort of different. But this one's interesting because it's in a different region. It's a different region in central India. So there's a lot of different, clusters, and so the different clusters, I think, make slightly different designs. Would I be right?
Right, right. So in addition to your point, I just want to mention that our product development process is an ongoing process. So we keep on adding the products into our basket. So if customer is looking for some different kind of products, handmade products which are not currently in our category, they can contact us and we can develop it from them.
And so, Amir, if people wanted to do any kind of sort of branding, those options would be available?
Sure, sure. Those options are available. They can give their own labels, own names. Even if customer want to print their name on the fabric, they can do that.
Okay. And what sort of in-house QC processes do you have?
See, we work with the 4-point QC system. We have an independent quality inspector. So all the fabrics which come to our factory, we do 100% QC check for them, and we can give the third-party lab report also if required.
Okay.
So that we can follow.
Right. So Patricia is asking, which area of India are you in? So you're in central India, right?
In central India, yes.
Okay, great. Fantastic. Well, this is their email address. Mail us at craftandweave.com. And of course, they're also in our Facebook groups. In case you want to reach out to them, you can tag Amia in the Facebook group and email them here. And we've also posted all of the catalogs in the Google Drive. So you can go to this URL, bit.ly/visall, and get the catalogs. Okay, Amia, thank you so much for
Yeah.
your time today.
Thank you everyone for your
Thank
support
you.
and your feedback. Yeah.
We just
No
missed
problem.
your face.
We'll see you next time, Amir. Take care.
Yeah, sure,
Thanks.
sure. I'm sure you will see me next time. So,
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
take care.
Okay, that was great. I think that the eco print was so unique, right?
Yeah.
See,
But
I
look
could
at
see
the
that on a
stars.
baby's. I could see
Look-
that eco print
yeah.
on a little kid's bed, baby bed. I think that's just gorgeous.
Yeah,
I could see someone just selling scarves. I mean, look how many different designs of scarves alone
Yeah.
that he showed.
silk scarves and all.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I wonder if they could do that eco print with flowers. Should have asked them. Maybe like rose flowers or
Oh,
lotus.
yeah, you probably could.
Okay, so let's keep moving. We're running a bit late here, so let's move on to the next supplier who's waiting backstage. We have Arijit Roy from Saraswati. Let me invite him on stage. Hello, Arijit. How are you?
Hello, Meghna.
Hello.
Hi, Margaret. Hi, Kevin.
Hello,
How are you?
Arijit.
How are you all?
Pleased to talk to you again.
Thanks for being patient, waiting behind the scenes there.
No problem, no problem. That's the job of anyone backstage, isn't it?
Yes.
At least I get a chance to
Yeah.
come on the show. We have a lot of hands who don't come on the show. So yeah, great. Nice meeting you
Good.
all.
Good to see you here, mate.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Mark, do you want to take this one?
Yes, no, look, I'd just like to say we've got some, or we've seen some of your samples and things when we've been speaking to you, and you've got some actually beautiful rugs and carpets. So I think maybe if you just go in and start doing the presentation and we can ask questions along the way.
Sure, sure. Stop me wherever you want. Yeah. Yeah. So welcome to Saraswatii Global. We can move to the next one. This is our corporate office on the left, and on the right, anyway, next one. So we go back about 35 years. We started in 1986, and at present we are producing and exporting handmade rugs to over 57 countries, including, of course, the US, Australia, New Zealand, and several countries in Europe. The vision of our company is basically to globally drive market and fashion trends. And our mission is what I need to elaborate out here is to realize completely the inherent commercial value of a company by putting in place efficient processes, onboarding capable human resources, optimizing organizational construct, strengthening corporate governance, quickly adapting to the market needs, and expanding to global and domestic customer base. In short, we don't say that we are a charitable company. We work for commercial profit so that everyone can get a decent wage. We to ensure this, we obviously have very efficient and robust processes, and HR is one of our human resources is one of our biggest assets. Starting right from the weaver, going right up to the top management. And we obviously have to adapt to changing needs since we've been around for a long, long time. When we started in 1986, things were very, very different to what it is now. So it's a very important thing to keep on evolving. Next, please, Meghna. So this is a look of basically all the facilities that we have. We like to say that our product is actually sheep to ship, which means the wool comes, we start from actually buying the wool at the infant stage of where it is auctioned in a place in Rajasthan. It's called Bikaner. So we actually buy the raw wool out there, and subsequently you'll see the entire process, which I'll show you a video. And then we actually change we actually do it ourselves, where we convert the wool into the yarn, and then from the yarn it goes to dyeing, and then to weaving, then washing, finishing, packing, and shipment. So these are the various facilities that we have, and it really helps us to ensure that we have proper quality and everything. So we'd like to call ourselves a vertically integrated company with all in-house pillar functions. These are all the pillar functions of production. Next, please. So we have our own dyeing and testing facility, like I just mentioned. We are, more importantly, is of course the laboratory that we have, which has to keep on testing not only the dyes that we use, also the strength of the yarn, and of course the new kind of processes and techniques and technologies that keep coming. We have a fully operative design system with about more than 22 people just working on design day in, day out. Again, a lot of them are very, very up to date with modern techniques. They travel internationally to to exhibitions around the world to see what's the latest happening on the world stage, just to keep them up to date with new designs. Next, please. So this is currently we have about little over 2,000 looms which are owned by us. Of course, these looms are not really inside our own factories because this is a handmade product. So it's actually we install the looms at various in actually the weavers' houses or in centers if their houses are small. Then we have centers in their villages, so they don't have to travel very far to do their work, and it's a kind of indigenous process where we actually go to these states that I've mentioned in all over India and train weavers to work. As you know, Weaving is a hand done thing, and it's mostly done by women artisans who have been a major part of our you can say workforce in weaving these carpets. Moving on, an important point which everyone will ask obviously is that the certifications that we have. Later on, I'll show you the actual pictures, but we are, yes, registered and certified by SEDEX for social compliances. We are certified by a Good Weave, which is basically a certification saying that no child labor is involved at all. And then we have, of course, other social compliances like ISO and OHSA. This slide is talking about our foundation, which we started about 8 years back. The basic essence of this is to uplift rural society and empower women, which is the essence of our work. We have started from there, and this is basically it's a vision to nurture thousands of dreams of these rural artisans who earlier had no way to reach to the rest of the world, but now, in fact, if any of you travel in the next sourcing trip, hopefully soon, I would like Meghna, if you could organize bringing your guests to us, and we could actually take them to the village and show them actually how a carpet is woven, and that understanding of the time and everything is something which is very important for this business for us, whichever stage of business that we might be contributing in, whether it's selling or buying or marketing or whatever. Yeah. Next, please. Yeah. So I basically, this is just giving the basic details of everything. In a nutshell, I've explained that what is the idea of this foundation is, giving education to women. And this is the slide which has all the certifications that we have. We have our factory license, we have our import-export license, we have a GST license, all the licenses that are required and all the accreditations from authorities that is required for, running a fair and proper business in India. Next, please. This picture of, yeah.
So let me also show the video that
Mm.
you had sent
Yes,
over. I
yes,
think
yes.
a couple of videos.
That's a great presentation,
Thank you.
Arijit. Thank you.
That's
This
lovely.
video,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to show the video. So you had sent a couple of videos. So first, we're going to show
rug
the
weaving.
video of the carpet
Yes,
making
yes,
process, the
yes.
rug making process.
This is
Yeah.
pretty self-explanatory, but if any of you have any questions, please feel free to ask. This is what raw wool looks like, and they're sorting out the wool in different colors and different qualities. This is again done by hand. So the idea of showing this is also part of giving them employment, and this is where the wool is then made into sheets. It's the yarn making. It's right the original way, like the chalka system, where the wool is made into yarn. These are hanks. They're called hanks, where it's put. It goes into this cabinet drum for dyeing. Everything is handmade except I guess this part where it's slightly you need machines. But again here it's hand dried in natural sunlight. So sometimes you might hear in rainy months or in winter it takes a little longer for a carpet to get ready because of the weather. Here again those hanks are again made into little balls of wool. They come up with spindles into the wall, into these walls, and this is the design unit that we have, where each carpet is designed, and each each knot, if it's in hand knotted, each knot is actually a color is put there, and then it comes on these papers which are actually called maps, and then this is our warehouse where every single color, little swatch or little tuft of wool is added there, so that the weaver knows which area the which color has to come. This is actually hand knotting, and this is
I'm
something I
just going to
really wanted to see. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to pause over here and want you to explain how this process really works and, what exactly is going on here. Can you explain in a bit of detail?
Yeah, so here they are making a hand knotted rug, which means everything. If you've seen a rug, you'll see that there's a point. There's like maybe 100 knots per square inch. So each and every knot is actually being fastened by one and then cut with that sickle kind of knife. So of course they are experts and they're doing it really fast. But I've tried it quite a few times and I could barely get three done by the time they probably finished 3-4 lines. And yeah, and it's amazing how they do this. And this is like, for example, this video has been taken in the courtyard of an artisan's house where she's probably fed her children, send them off to school, and then she's got time in the afternoon. So she's working and making this. See, this is like a center we have because these ladies probably don't have time in their place in their house. So we make it a center in the village. We move to the processing. This is very interesting. Meghna, if you can stop the video, I'd like to explain this here. Yeah, so this is the processing. The after the rug gets off the loom. Now I need to tell you that a handmade rug in the hand knotted variety, could, could take anywhere from 3 months to even a year and even more to make a full size rug. So, and since they're made in the villages where it's open to natural climate, they obviously get very dirty, dusty, and when they come to us, they come in a very forgive the expression, but a very filthy kind of product, which obviously takes a lot to get rid of. So the burning process is where it started because some of the mud and dust become actually cakes, and they don't come out with just plain washing. So we use we on the reverse side of the carpet, we actually fire it. We have to fire it so that that dust which has become cakes. This is a picture, right? This dust is
Wow.
actually turning into ashes. And these are not these foams brushes are actually iron kind of what do you call the brushes
Like a
iron.
wire brush, a wire
Yes,
brush.
yes. The teeth of the brush is actually wire or iron, so that it will really dig in. And this process to clean one rug in this washing that they're doing takes at least 4 to 5 hours, and then it's again dried out, and then the next picture will show you it's stretched on these frames so it retains its original size and shape, and it's left like this for about maybe a week or 10 days. And then these are the other processes of finishing where the upper layers are all sheared, then sometimes it's done by hand, and then here you can see he's fine cutting the design. He's taking a needle to move the wool away because sometimes it may overlap the design. And here's, of course, the final part where the piece is ready and being packed. And this is the way we pack it. So people who might have questions, we have 2 or 3 layers. We put 2 layers of polythene and then a Hessian kind of top, and then it's packed and shipped out.
Wow. That's
Wow.
really interesting.
I just thought a carpet was a carpet. That is absolutely
So much work. That's so interesting
wow.
to see. Yeah.
Evan, you don't have any pieces your grandmother left for you, I guess.
No.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
we make the carpets that are actually family heirlooms. And they
really.
pass down generation from generation. Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure something like that you would. I mean, it's yeah. I mean, yeah. It's mind blowing. Yeah, the amount of hours, the amount of work that goes into something like that.
Yes. Yes.
So let's take a look at the product video that you had sent over as
Yeah,
well.
so this is just to give you a basic idea of the 4 main categories of rugs. Hand knotted rugs is the one which I showed you the video of. This is a couple of our fast moving products. This is basically a hand knotted rug. It's made in wool and viscose. Uh, Viscose is the orangish brownish kind of material that you're seeing. And now it's all modern abstract designs, which is the new trend, fast moving kind of designs that are going. So yeah, you'll see most of
It's
designs are
nice,
like
isn't
this
it?
now. Yeah, this is a bit traditional in design where you have more specific features, uh, you know closer to the traditional, but again it's hand knotted. So a rug like this would take anywhere between 8 to 12 months to make a full size rug.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you just stop on this, just a frame back,
Yeah.
a close-up frame. So if you notice, if you look at this rug closely, you notice that they're little. You can see the weave actually. If you go close into the weave, yeah, right. Yeah. If you look at the weave closely, each small little tiny box that you can see, that is one knot.
Gosh.
So if you look
So
at this in
that's,
terms
yeah.
of it's a pixel. So each pixel is one knot. So you can imagine so many thousands and millions of knots being uh, put together, and the laborious part, and then of course the artistic part where one needs to know that this color knot needs to come here, and the next knot needs to be in orange, and the next needs to be in brown and pink, and so on. And these are uneducated people, who have been doing this, and we actually have to give them great credit for having this kind of art, which is fabulous.
And I guess, Heritage, that they passed that art down from family to family, I guess.
Yes,
So it's passed down through the years.
yes, it's passed down through the years. Sadly, unfortunately, we are trying our best to revive the art because obviously the kids are being sent to school and then they have great ambitions. They don't want to live in the village, so they're not really keen to take up the art. But we are trying to evolve and trying to find new ways to bring them back to this art. But I'll be honest, it is a we are struggling to keep it alive actually, because everything is becoming machine made, and we as much as we try to explain to people that these are rugs for life, for a lifetime. You buy a rug and then it becomes an heirloom. It has always been an heirloom.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
This is a hand tufted rug, which is much cheaper. And these are the flat leaf daries. These are daries that you see very thin. These are all the lower end, much faster production. You don't have to wait for so many months to get this in production.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the kilim design, which is a very favored top favorite of many people. The kilim must have heard of this design.
Do you also make them small enough that you could use them as like a wall hanging? Because some of those are so beautiful. I could see them hanging on a wall in someone's home, not on the floor, because they're just so beautiful, like those blue ones.
Yeah, it's not a problem. Sizes are not a problem. We start from sizes as small as 2 by 3 feet as well, and we can go up. Yeah, in fact, the hand knotted rugs, we even make up to 14 feet by 20 feet. A lot of American customers want large size hand knotted rugs because I guess their rooms are much bigger than most, so they have large size requirements. This is a jute rug. Yeah.
So how does ordering work for these? I mean, because it takes so long to
So
make one rug. I mean,
yeah, the one which is presently on the screen is not a hand knotted rug. This is a flat weave rug, which is made on the typical hand looms that you might have seen fabrics being woven. So the production for this is far faster. I mean, you could order and get your rugs within 45 to 60 days.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so the hand tufted, the hand loom, and the flat weave rugs, the production is far faster and also much more economical in price as compared to hand knotted. To combat the long production lead time for hand knotted rugs, we kind of we kind of make an inventory, because obviously we realize that if someone wants a rug, they perhaps, I mean, especially for people who are retailing rugs, they can't obviously wait for 6 to 8 months to 12 months to get their rugs. So we have our own inventory which we offer them, and most of the time they do that. They buy from the current inventory and then they make a back order, so they have something in their store uh, for the hand knotted, and then by the time they are able to sell that, the back orders come up from production, and so that's how the cycle builds.
Right. Okay. No. Well, I mean, it just shows, though, that that's another industry that would make a great video of how those, rugs are actually made and the amount of work that goes into it. You just don't realise the skill that these people have that live in the villages and the contribution they're making to, you know, all those productions in India. It's amazing. There's just, every week we find another story.
Yes. These are some jute braided rugs, so which is actually very popular now, and this doesn't take as much very long. So this we can supply within 45 to 60 days, depending on the combination of the order. The We have MOQs. No one's asked MOQs, but I need to mention MOQs on this. For hand knotted, we don't have any MOQs. You can order one rug. We'll make it for you. The reason there is because for hand knotted rugs, we have our own colors. So we do not. We actually in our dyeing factory, we actually keep these colors ready all the time. So the moment the order comes, we don't waste much time. You can the design, the maps are made immediately, and the stuff is gone off for production right away, because the major time is the weaving. But rugs like these jute rugs and more that you see as we go along, we require at least 100 square meters per design and per size. That is the MOQ I need to mention here.
These are nice.
They're nice, aren't they?
These
Yeah, I
are
have seen some of these on on Amazon as well.
yeah. They're very fast moving now. They're doing quite well. Yeah.
Hmm.
Current in thing drugs, if you like to say. These are all braided jute. So this is the
Oh, they're nice.
kilim thing. It's made with jute and wool. This is also very popular. This is an old favorite. It has been there for many years.
And that would fold up to a sort of a good size. So for shipping purposes, that would be easy to ship.
Yes, easy to ship, much lighter. Even though
Yeah,
we don't fold them, we do roll them up. We roll them up because if you're taking quite a few pieces, and if they unroll, the area or the volume is much less than folding it
Right.
up. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. No, they're beautiful.
Yeah, these are printed, again, block printed. These are just hand woven jute rugs. These are all light purpose and I think perfect for e-commerce and Amazon sellers. Yeah.
And let's take a look at some of the others as well. And we have somebody who's posted a comment. I bought two of these handmade rugs when I was in India last October from a supplier in Jaipur, and they were made in exactly the same way.
I think that'll be Jackie Bender.
Yeah, it's probably Jackie. It's amazing. The work into each piece is incredible. Great. So, guys watching, tell us, have you ever considered selling rugs or other types of floorings on Amazon? Because I know that there are quite a few people who sell these, and in fact, there was one India sourcing trip attendee who was doing rugs, and she was looking for rugs made from recycled PET fabric, and she was doing quite well with rugs. So yeah, post in the comments. Have you considered this category at all? Wow, this is beautiful. What is this?
So these are polyester braided rugs which with digital printing on it. This is also can be used very well for outdoor rugs because polyester, as you know, is moisture resistant. And the dye that we use for this digital printing is actually quite strong, and it actually gets deeply rooted in the braid because the polyester yarn is braided into thicker yarns and then it's woven. So because it's braided, the print effect, if you look, this it's not a very sharp feature, but from an overall look like you're seeing in the photograph, it has a great nature, a great appeal. And these can be used in not only inside the house, it can be used on the porch or maybe in the balconies or in offices or where high traffic is, be your office reception area or even kids rooms, where kids are spoiling things, dropping things, there's coke and chips and everything falling on it, and it's very easy maintenance and it's not expensive, as compared to a hand knotted rug. And why I want to also point out here is that even though we are pioneers in hand knotted rugs, but we had to evolve to come to move out with the times. And nowadays people want something which is not so expensive. They can change their designs. If they don't, after 6 months, they get fed off this design, they can, change it to another one. So obviously it's cheaper. And the biggest USP of these products is the durability. It's the durability of these products, So you may have your dogs and cats and everyone, kids, all together. They have a great party on it, and then you can just wipe it off with a moist, damp cloth to clean it up, and the digital print will not come off.
Right. So Patricia is saying 12 years ago, I bought hand knotted rugs from a factory in Tibet. Yeah.
Yes. So the Tibetan weave is different to the hand knotted weave we do. It's
Okay.
faster in production, but yes, it's as popular as probably Indian hand knotted, or Persian hand knotted, or Kashmir hand knotted. Each of them have their own USPs and own likes and advantages and appeals to customers. Yeah.
So Simone is saying Amazon fees scare me selling rugs on Amazon, especially Q4. Yeah, I think you'd probably have to ship to a 3PL and then maybe drip feed into Amazon or,
You could
yeah,
do FBM
right.
almost with those. I mean, it'd probably be
Yeah.
especially in Q4.
Hmm.
FBM would probably be more cost effective than putting it into Amazon.
Right.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, that
Jackie.
was Jackie. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, let's take a look at these as well. So really nice designs, I think.
Yeah. There's one on PET as well. You should have, because that has a further ecological appeal, because that's
Yeah.
recycling. That's recycling.
Right. Ooh, that's nice. How heavy are they?
Not very heavy. It's actually much lighter than the other rugs, which are made from wool or jute. This is polyester, so polyester is much lighter fiber. And of course, we can make any design. So if you don't like any of our designs, you're most welcome to send your designs, and it can be. And since it's digitally printed, we don't even have a very high development cost as it would be of any other sort of printing.
Right. So this is the PET one.
Yes. So PET, like everyone knows, the full form is polyethylene terephthalate. Forgive my pronunciation. It's a tongue twister. Byproduct of petroleum. It's a byproduct of plastic. In simple terms, it is a plastic. It's a transparent, strong plastic, which is used, you see, in making soda bottles or mineral water bottles, even click wrap that wrap the food up before putting in the fridge. So this is the virgin use of it, but it is not biodegradable like all other plastic materials. So what we have been doing, like many others, is that the soda bottles and the plastic drinking bottles are all thrown away. So we gather that and we then recycle. So it's put into a crusher where it's all crushed back into granule form, and then it's stretched back into yarn, and then it's again woven into textiles, fabrics and we use the yarn to weave these kind of rugs. So it is not only again, it has the same durability like a polyester has. It can be used outdoor. You can again use it in the kids' room or high traffic areas like your reception area or wherever. And it has the intrinsic value of ecological benefit. We are kind of contributing to reducing pollution, whereby all those bottles would be thrown into waste and not be able to get not decompose. We're using it in a more recycling way, like is done in fabrics and other recycling methods.
Are they
This is
typically cheaper than the other polyester ones?
Unfortunately not, because the process of the cost goes into also picking up garbage. We actually paying for garbage, uh, like, I mean, we have to gather. It's become a business where you have rag pickers or garbage disposable companies who actually get all these bottles together, because I need tons and tons and tons of bottles, waste bottles. That is an expense which actually adds on an expense, and then you're actually redoing the entire process. So you're melting the bottle back into a granule, and then you're again starting the weaving process again. So yes, it is more expensive than going for a virgin polyester woven carpet, but the ecological advantage of this is a great selling point, and that has been happening over the last 2 3 years. So I've seen customers all over Europe, US, finding this uh, a great selling point. So these are some cushions which we thought a couple of customers said, "Do you make cushions also?" So we said, "Why not?" Again, this is all in pet. So if there are any cushion buyers interested, we can make cushions as well, because it's the same technique, it's the same fabric, it's the same. It's pet again, like you said, and we just stitch them together. And these are some designs that two of my designers have come up with. I thought I'd share them with
Yeah, these are nice. So, guys, are there any questions for Arijit over here?
No, I don't think we've got any.
Yeah, I don't think we have any questions. So, Arijit, where are you? So you're in Jaipur as well, right? You're based in Jaipur. Yeah.
Jaipur is our head office,
Mhm.
because most of the hand knotting started around in Rajasthan, and but we have our factories, our weaving centers actually in all major weaving hubs from Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat, Haryana, and Mirzapur and Bhadohi are major centers of weaving. We have factories in the sense most of the weaving is done, like I said, in the vendors' own premises, but we have our own centers there because obviously the raw material has to be sent, has to be distributed from one point. So and our inspection people are there, people who are chasing up on production. So we have that kind of setup all over these weaving centers that I mentioned.
Right. So someone is asking, are the cushions hand woven?
Yes, everything is hand
Hand
woven.
knotted.
No, the cushions are
Hand
hand
woven.
woven, and
Yeah.
then
Uh,
hand knotted.
So knotting is just used for carpets. It's not used for anything else.
Yes, I mean it would be very expensive to make a cushion cover out of hand knotted rug, because you can't sell a cushion. I mean, it'd be very, I mean, it doesn't make commercial sense to hand knot, because you still have to hand knot that fabric size. So if you're making a cushion of 40 by 40, you'll still have to make a piece which would be at least 80 by 80 for front and back at least, and it doesn't quite work out economically. So we haven't really looked at that commercially.
Right.
no.
So,
Very
Arijit,
nice.
what sort of I mean, obviously, carpets are made in, off site in some cases. How do you handle the QC through the different QC? Obviously, from the point where the artisans, I know the artisans are delivering their own top quality in their own way, but you must have some kind of QC in place.
Yes. So firstly, I like to before I give you the answer for this, I must tell you that the artisans are not required to come to us to collect any raw material, nor are they required to come to us to deliver a product, nor are they required to come to us for payment. Everything is at their doorstep. We have opened out bank accounts for them. If it's in the villages, they have these panchayat systems. They have banks. Everything is paid into their banks. So that is the first thing. Second thing, when I come to answer your question about QC, we have our own QC managers in around those areas, and there's one person who is trained, and we more often than not train the local community there. So there may be some women who are not weaving or who have been weaving for many many years, and now they have kind of graduated to a higher level where we feel that they should progress out of just weaving. So they know the ins and out of weaving. They know exactly, if they look at a rug, they know that that knot has been wrongly positioned. So they know how much of a size has to be completed per day to get to to be able to produce on time. So these kind of things they have far more experienced than you and me, who might, because we a commercial aspect, but they have been born and brought up in the trade. So instead of hiring anyone from outside, we actually bring them in and train them just from the aspect of regularizing what the customer requires, and so they are the ones who actually are looking after the first stage, or they are our first wall of defense, you can say,
Yeah, yeah,
against quality. And then after that, when it comes to us, into our factories, we do the entire finishing process. sometimes Sometimes because it's been on the loom for so long, it might be torn, or a rat might have got to it. I'll be very honest. Uh, and then we have
Yeah.
them again coming, the beauty with hand knotted drugs is that no matter what, it can always get replaced, because every dot is a knot, and that knot can be replaced. That is the beauty. And I'll give you a little history about hand knotted. There were times about 20, 25 years when I was not in this business, but I've heard from our promoters and the owners that when a rug was being on the loom, and even maybe 5 inches was made, a photograph would be taken and sent to a customer in the US, and he would actually book that rug without even seeing the entire pattern, because he knows his rug is on the loom, and he knows
yeah.
he'll get 10 months. He'll wait for sometimes even 15 months. He'll wait for 2 years.
Wow.
That's the value. That was the value of this rug, because they've been to India, they've seen how it's made. And I really urge Megla, once we get over this COVID and you make your next trip, you have to come and see how it's made. Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
yeah, and
That'd be
people share
amazing.
you around, and because to sell rugs, you have to have the story. If you don't have the
Yeah.
story, you can't sell a rug.
Yeah.
It's more the story that sells than the rug, actually.
Yeah, I think that's a job for Anjali to make a video on how it's done. Earlier in the show, we had a videographer. So,
But look, the story in the videos he showed, the energy, all the young girls, all their beautiful costumes. I mean, it's just so colourful and so, isn't it? For us, we see that we don't see that much colours in our lives. I mean, people don't dress in Australia with bright yellow or bright orange, and so it's a bit of fresh air when we see those videos and the bright colours. And I know when we're in India and we see those colours, it's like it's a joy to see all the colours, isn't it?
So don't
Well,
worry.
you wouldn't dress like that even to go to work, would you? I mean, that's to me going out and looking beautiful, not
Not work attire.
not sitting on the ground working. No.
No, we definitely get Margaret dressed up like that when she visits us.
already dressed in a sari. Arijit, we did a Diwali special just last month, and she dressed up in a sari, and Kevin was in a kurta.
This is a different Indian attire, which is not a sari. It's more like a long skirt, and there's a overall kind of thing.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Kevin, you'll have a nice bright turban on yourself. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep, Kevin's done that. Kevin's
Yeah,
done
we'll
that.
do that. Yeah,
So when
yeah,
we went to India, Kevin, didn't you wear a turban, right?
yeah,
You wore.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a Bollywood night.
Oh, when we come to Jaipur, Arijit, we'll make a couple of days of it.
Yes. There's lots to see in Jaipur. I also know that you do a lot of cultural activities and all to make the
Yeah,
trip more interesting, which I really endorse, and I really think that's good.
absolutely.
It's not only about work. You need to, mix a
Yeah.
little fun also. So yeah, the next time you guys are planning, please hook up with me, and I'll help you as much as I can.
Yeah, well, it's an
Fantastic.
educational trip too, in a lot of ways. For buyers, I mean, buyers learn so much from being on a trip, and for buyers to see things hands on, it's a lot of education. So yeah, it's fantastic.
And the amount of handicrafts you get in Rajasthan, I think I can easily say that Rajasthan, as a state, is probably has the highest amount of variety in product, handmade product, not
Right,
just textiles, in even jewelry, in
wood,
toys,
wood.
everything, in
Yeah,
wood, stone, everything. You name it, and and even though it's been explored for the longest time, I guess, from the international point of view, still it's endless. It's endless.
Endless, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we love about India.
Yeah. And we realize that there are not a lot of Amazon and e-commerce sellers who are sourcing those kinds of products. And that's why we started this whole initiative really focusing on e-commerce sellers, because that's the future, right? I mean, e-commerce is where everybody's heading. So,
Absolutely.
yeah. Cool. Well, Arijit, thank you so much for your time today. And guys, this is Arijit's email address. Of course, all of the catalogs, videos are in the Google folder as well. But reach out to him, and Arijit will also be in our Facebook group. So thank you so much, Arijit,
Thank
for your
you.
time today. You
Thank
have a
you.
great day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Pleasure.
Bye.
Thank you, Arijit. Pleasure. Thank you.
Wow, that was pretty
Very
intense.
good. Wow.
Interesting, isn't it? Like,
Very interesting. Gosh,
Yeah.
I can't imagine. It's so much patience required to make that
Oh.
carpet, right? One
I couldn't
carpet.
imagine doing that every day for a year to do one carpet. I would,
Yeah.
if I couldn't do it in half a day, I wouldn't want to do it.
But the whole, no matter what people make in India, the whole artisan thing is the same, whether it be wood, metal, like the carpets, glass. And it all seems to be the same sort of process with artisans being from all the rural villages in clusters, and that's the story, isn't it?
Exactly.
And people, and everything's done in such a good social way that the companies look after the whole village, the whole village looks after. It's a great story anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's what we always tell people, that this is basically, this is how you can differentiate from
Yeah.
China-made products, right? I mean, of course, all of the China products are made on the machine and they're just churning out plastic widgets. But if you do want something that's different, that's unique,
Yeah.
that has some character, history, a story, then you come to India. And of course, not all types of consumers like these products. Maybe people do want plastic widgets as well, because they're of course lower cost, but there is definitely a market for these kinds of products. And I mean, traditionally, most of these high-end retailers have been sourcing these products from India, but yeah, I haven't seen a lot of these on Amazon and other websites. Also, I feel that sometimes people say that Amazon is more for mass produced sort of products, and people go to look for lower price products on Amazon. But I feel that's changing. I think nowadays you can buy anything, all sorts of products, whether it's a low end $4 plastic widget or a high end, silk kind of product or garment.
Hey, well,
or apparel.
Megla, it's all about the brand. If you've got the brand, then you can sell the brand, the brand name with a video, with the story, and you still brand, and you can sell different products through your branding. It's how you position yourself as a brand, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think
Exactly.
people are looking for some more special things these days. And I mean, online shopping is the way. So, I mean, once upon a time where you'd go to some, exclusive little boutique or something and find something nice, in that respect, I think people are going to start looking online, because those shops are just going to start to fade away. And I think after COVID, a lot of those little boutique businesses in the US are going to be so struggled to keep going, whether they'll reopen. Is there going to be another thing? So, there's a lot of opportunity, I think, for online selling to do all these things.
Yeah, certainly. So let's see, we have a question. Assuming this VIS is a monthly event, just wondering, where do I find your past VIS event recordings if it is available? Yes, so Facebook user, the first thing that you need to do is you're watching
Tell us
this
who you
from
are.
tell us who you are, exactly. What you need to do is go to this URL, streamyard.com/Facebook, and give StreamYard access to your Facebook profile so we can see your photo and your name over here. And secondly, yes, all of the recordings are available on the post itself. So if you go inside of our Facebook group, go and look for the section topics. And under topics, you will see one of the topics is VIS, VISS. And so just click on that and you'll be able to see all of the previous recordings. We also have all of them in the units section. And also, if you go to this URL, this is the Google Drive where we have all of the catalogs. There is one PDF over here that has contact details of all the suppliers that we've interviewed in the past. And it also has links to all of the previous this episodes. So yeah, hope that helps you. Okay, so let's move on. Yeah, go ahead, Kevin.
And there's an absolute ton of videos and a ton of information. There's a ton of suppliers. And if you can't find anything, well, I don't know what else we can do, Magla.
Yes, go into the unit section of the Facebook group. We've done, I don't know, like over 50 webinars that we've done over the last year. Monday musings, and we've got Saturday showcase where we've got suppliers that they post their newest products on those posts every Saturday. So yeah, there's a ton of information to help you. And we've got service providers. We've got a ton of service providers, vetted service providers that people in the group have used. So yeah, there's freight forwarders, QC companies, you name it, we have it. Okay, so let's move on to our last supplier, Rehan from Ryan International. And we did talk about his products yesterday. There was a bit of a miscommunication and he was not able to join yesterday, but he is with us today. Hello, Rehan. How are you?
Hello, Megha. How are you?
Rehan, hey.
Hi, Kevin.
Hey, looking well. You're looking well today.
Thank you.
Did you see what a bad job we did of your products yesterday?
Yeah, I've seen the video on Facebook and I really like it.
We did a good job for you.
Definitely. You guys are doing a really good job.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, we just went through your catalog, and I mean, we talked before, so we knew a bit about your company. But yeah, thanks a lot for joining us. So I'm going to share your company profile, and then let's just go through your company profile. And there were quite a few people who were interested in your products yesterday, but we were not able to give a lot of specific information.
I'm here today to answer all the queries.
Awesome. Okay, so go ahead, Rehan.
Yeah, our company is basically it's a family business. We started making leather since 1992, and it was my grandfather who started this business. It's a family-owned business. So the main concern for the trust is that if any manufacturing company is like a family-owned business, then you can trust this company, right? For a brand, if we are starting a designing brand, if we are starting a luxury brand, you are a designer, you started a brand, you can become a success overnight, right? But for manufacturing business to succeed, if it is family business, then the main point of trust is that it's a family-owned business, right? We are based in Kanpur. It's based in northern India. You take a flight from Delhi and you will come to Kanpur in around half an hour. And if you're coming by car, you will reach Kanpur in around 5 hours. All right. So this is the tannery portion that we are sharing over here. Like a person sitting over there with a stick. That was not a part of the story. On the background, you can see the drums rolling. When we have a hide, the animal skin. It's first we salt. We apply salt to it, and then we move it on to the next process. That's the drumming process. At the back side of what you're saying is the drum, rolling drum. Then the hides come out. We apply some chemicals, some waxes. All the chemicals that we are using are eco-friendly. No harmful chemicals are being used. Like if any child, if anyone is going to chew the leather, then only it's not going to harm the leather, harm the person chewing it. We use ecological products only. All right, Kevin.
Okay, so just let me know when you want me to move to the next slide.
Yeah, right? Sure.
Yeah, Kevin, you can eat the leather.
Yes, definitely. A lot of toys are being made in leather, kids' toys. Moving on to the next portion, this is where we have believed that the quality is the utmost important to when it comes to leather. And when you don't have the quality, then the leather might tear apart. Leather might not show the character it has, the growth marks, natural growth markings. It's all really very different when it comes to leather. You will get in India, we talk in square feet leather. When we are buying leather, we talk in square feet. If we leather is available for around 120 rupees per square feet, it comes around 350 rupees per square feet. Right. So the quality is really very important when it comes to leather. Strength, We basically focus. We have our own designing team actually. We design our product in house, and then we move on to making it in the sample room. We design a sample first, and then we send it to making it for the production process after receiving the order. Moving on to the next slide. This is actually a request to all our customer who wants to place their order. And we don't have any MOQs right now with us. If you want 2 bags, we are ready to do that. If you want 50 bags, we are ready to do that. If you want 1,000, 10,000 bags, then also we are ready to do that.
So you are very vertically vertically integrated, right, Rehan? I mean, so
Exactly,
the tannery and everything is. So what is the advantage of a vertically integrated company making leather products?
As said, we have own tanneries, so all the leather requirements are being fulfilled by in-house. We don't have to rely on other suppliers. When we got, for example, if we receive an order for 1,000 bags from a customer based in US, and if we don't have a tannery, then we go to other tanneries to get the leather sourced. What they do, we don't know how they're making the leather. They might be using some harmful chemicals. They might be using something different process that's going to tamper our image, that's going to tamper the buyer's image. Then what we have done since we started making this business, we in our tannery we use, as said, we use only ecological product, economical products, and eco-friendly chemicals. So all our requirements for leather are being fulfilled in-house. We get the leather on time. We get the leather pricing as well that's brought down, so the customers can get, the buyers can get the product at the best price, or what we can offer, whatever companies are offering.
Okay, so more control over price and
Exactly.
quality.
Price, quality.
And Rehan, which do you sort of what marketplaces do you export to or support?
In Europe, we are exporting to Germany, Denmark, France, and also Spain. In US, we are exporting to US as well. In Canada, to Australia, we have started making some products, and we are at the verge of getting the orders initially. But due to this COVID situation, it gets stopped.
So pretty much anywhere.
Yeah. Definitely we can get somewhere.
Yeah.
I want to explain this leather, buff crazy horse. The name comes with the buff crazy horse because we call it crazy because it changes its texture when you turn it around. It has one feature it has one feature as well, that if you put a scratch on it, you can easily rub it off with a finger.
Oh, we looked at these yesterday, Megla. You pointed that out with the crazy horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to describe it or what was special about it.
Well, we thought it's painted. Looks like it's been painted. Remember we were talking about it being painted?
That's the dye finish, we call it. If you put any chemical, if you put even water on it, it gets easily absorbed inside, and there won't be any marks of water on it.
Right.
So what do you mean that it looks different from different angles? Can you explain that?
Pardon?
So you said it looks different when you turn it?
Like when you crush it, it changes its color. It changes
when
texture.
you squash it, Megla.
Exactly.
When you squash it, it changes color.
Interesting. And can this be done in any colors, or is this specifically this grayish color?
Yeah, we can do this leather in like this is a mud brown color. We can do this in blue color, green color, and gray color. Mostly we sell it in this color, in this shade.
Okay. Yeah, it's really nice. So what sort of leather is this, and what kind of leather is mostly used in Kanpur?
Buffalo leather is very famous in Kanpur. It's very popular over here in Kanpur. And Kanpur is mainly famous for buffalo leather, right? And if you come to India, you might be knowing that Calcutta is very famous for cow leather, and Kanpur is famous for buffalo leather. But when it comes to the tensile strength, the ductility, then buffalo leather is very strengthy. You can stretch it around and it won't tear up. If you stretch a cow leather, then it might be there might be some chances that it might get cracked. but buffalo leather never cracks.
Okay. And of course, there are a lot of equestrian product suppliers in Kanpur as well. And so
Right.
is it because this leather is more durable and
More durable, right?
that's why they're
Right, exactly.
okay. And then another production hub for leather is Chennai in
It's
India, right?
Chennai.
So
Like we have sheep and we have goat, we have cow as well in Chennai.
okay. Okay, great. So what's this buff crunch?
This is Buff Crunch. Buff Crunch is actually the crunch name is when you crush it, you will see crunchiness on the leather. You might be seeing some crunchiness on the leather when you zoom it.
Oh. So crunchiness, you mean like creases? Maybe some creases.
Right, creases.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
I love the colours in that one. It's
Yeah.
really different.
thank you, Margaret.
No,
And
like
the
that.
calf NDM is actually the calf is the like it's a part of cow leather, and NDM means natural dried and milled. We dye it using natural chemicals, without any pigment, without any like outside dye solutions. It's been finished with the dye solution that is easily penetrable inside the leather.
Right. Okay, what's this? Kevin was excited about this one.
Have you seen the bark of in the woods? When you go, you see like big trees in the woods, and they show this texture.
Oh,
We
so
get
this
the
kind of
we get
replicates
the
the bark of
yeah, we get the inspiration from the woods,
From the bark of the tree, yeah, from the bark.
right,
Yeah,
from the bark of the wood.
I get it. Yeah.
So
Oh, that's nice.
it's the same wax pull up when you rub it from the bottom side, and
Yeah,
it shows a different color, different texture.
Yeah.
It has a very rugged look to it.
Very
Yeah,
rugged,
that's what we said
very-
yesterday, didn't it? A very rugged look to it. Yeah. Yeah.
and very durable.
Yeah, it looks
This is the
looks
same-
very durable. Yeah.
This is the same buff crunch. Same leather buff crunch and different design.
You sort of want to reach out, Rian, and we want to reach out and touch and feel.
Yeah.
Kevin, I lost your voice.
I said we'd love to reach out and touch and feel. We feel like we want to reach out and touch and and feel, but we can't. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah.
Yes, Kevin. We'll definitely get in touch.
Yeah.
Mikla,
this-
the previous style, could you please? This is made of canvas, like canvas with leather. That's the cost-effective bag that we are making right now. So if anyone wants like bags under $15, $10, then that's the option to go for.
Yeah, and we were saying yesterday that canvas is, a very durable material for
Right.
sure, and very strong. So I think canvas and leather is a great combination.
Great
So
combination.
Simone is asking, amazing products. What's the lead time for bags like these?
Depends on the quantities, but if you are ordering for 50 bags, then the lead time is 20-25 days.
Okay. And do you have any MOQs specifically, or? you're
No
flexible?
MOQs. MOQs is just a myth, I suppose.
Why do you say that?
It's just a myth. It's like manipulating the people that like big companies do that. They manipulate the small buyers that we are offering these MOQs. These, if you are going to order 100 bags, 100 products, then only we are going to manufacture it for you. But if any company wants to like provide a service, provide a product, then there's no MOQ required. You can just place one bag. You can place 10 bags. The main concern is the price. If you're ordering one bag, price is different. If you're ordering 10 bags, price is different. Right?
Right.
Yeah. You guys agree with this?
Yeah,
definitely the price.
Yeah, the price. Yeah, of course. If I want to buy 100 or 1,000 bags from you, well, then I want a different price. I mean, the more bags I buy from you, Rehan, the better price I want. That is just that's business, isn't it?
Right, Kev, right. So we don't offer any MOQs. You can order endless number of products. You can order 10,000 bags. You can order one bag.
Yeah. I guess the only thing is that if you want to develop your own design and everything, then you might want to order a decent amount of bags, right? I mean, it doesn't make sense to develop a design from scratch and everything and then just do 100 pieces. So I guess, yeah.
The other thing, Rehan, the other point there is that, there's people probably watching here today that might be, interested in your products and, sort of want to do a test buy to see if they can actually sell them in their online marketplace. And so therefore they might want to buy, I don't know, 5, 6 different types of your products. Would you sort of suggest a certain amount of dollars to spend with you to give them that variation?
Yes, Kevin. If they're ordering 10 bags, then for particular, if for example, if they are going to order this bag in particular, it's cost around $45 for MOQ of 50 pieces, 50 bags. Right. If they want 10 bags, then the price will be around $10 more, 55 bags, $55 per bag.
Okay, but is there like maybe they can place an order of $2,000 or $3,000 and get a mix of different types of bags? Would you be okay with that
Definitely.
as well?
Yes. We are okay with that.
Okay, great. So let's keep moving on and just take a look at some of the other bags over here. And Patricia has a question. So she's asking 20 to 25 days for full leather bags as well?
Yes, definitely, Patricia, for full leather bags as well.
But I guess it also depends on the availability of the leather, right? If it is not available, then...
Yes, Meghla, as I already quoted earlier that we have our own tanneries. So for the leather availability, that's not an issue for us. For any n number of leather designs, we can get it developed in-house in just 10 to 15 days if you have the trust with us.
Okay.
I'm just thinking, ladies watching, if you want a really nice leather handbag, those prices are phenomenal. One bag, a bit of postage.
Yeah, we ordered one for personal use.
So you can get it ordered from us.
There you go.
Yeah.
We will definitely send one for Meghla, for Kevin, and for Margaret.
There you go.
Yeah, and maybe India sourcing trip attendees, when we come next time, you could probably give like a wallet or something to everybody as a gift.
We would love to offer that.
Okay, so tell us about this bag. We were quite curious. I mean, is this something that you developed yourself? It looked pretty unique and very different.
This is a roll top backpack, we call it, and there's no lining inside. And when we open it, you can roll it. I want to show this product with me right now.
Yeah, definitely. Let's take a look at it.
Yeah.
So it looks like he's also sitting in his showroom.
This is the bag actually. It's available. It's made in different leather. You just open it up, unroll it, and you have this space.
Oh, I've never seen a bag like that.
See the unrolled size.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Pretty spacious.
Quite big. Yeah. So how does the top close? I mean, is there any other way to close the top apart from rolling it? Or like if you want to put more stuff, you just roll it once?
You have to roll it a bit to get it closed.
Oh, okay. Just roll it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
nice. It's sort of expandable.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you want to show us more bags, Rehan, from from your shelves over there?
Yes, definitely. First, I want to show you one of my interest. I'm actually a bodybuilder, so
Oh.
I love bodybuilding. I made this belt for myself.
Oh,
It's totally made in buff leather, like it's a laser engraved.
Yeah.
oh wow. There we go. That's great.
This is for the bodybuilders. If any bodybuilders out there, then contact us.
That's a great product category. I mean,
Oh.
fitness is so popular, and it's a popular category. That's a unique product right there.
Right,
Yeah.
Michaela. And these are some of the watch straps.
Oh yeah. All right.
This is cuff actually.
Oh, yeah.
Another interesting product is you might be having tea coasters on your table.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah.
So this is made on buffalo leather.
Gee, that'd be a nice gift for a guy. Something different in a bachelor pad, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And how do you write the text on it? Is that printed on it?
No, these are leather engraved.
Ooh.
What does it
Wow.
say? Is it just a statement or? Oh,
If
Yeah,
this
if
is
this-
coffee, please bring me some tea. If this is tea, please bring me some coffee.
Some coffee.
Very confusing. People often go for something else, like a beer or something.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't want tea or coffee. I want beer.
That is very cute.
This is leather diary.
oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
the journal. Yep. You
Yeah,
still watch
somebody
it?
was asking for leather diaries recently.
Yeah.
But Simone is saying, I'm in love with these leather products.
Thank you, Simone. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
The papers are actually natural papers. These are made from recycled wastage of paper. You just roll it, and it's really pretty small with the A5 size.
Yeah.
You can also keep it in your jacket if you want.
Yeah.
This is for the kitchen people.
Oh right, chef's knives.
For teachers, is it?
For kitchen chefs.
Chefs.
Oh,
knives.
chefs.
For the knives. For the knives.
For the knives, exactly, Kevin.
Wow,
Oh, wow.
that
We
is a
have a
great.
section for the knife, for the n number of knives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 knives can be rolled on.
Yeah.
And this is for, like, you can keep like small kitchen stuffs over here.
Gee, that'd be a great present for a chef, wouldn't it? Wow, what a
Yeah.
unique present.
Roll it, hang it, and you have your knife handy.
Very, very handy.
Right. Ready to cut anything, any
Absolutely.
thing.
Absolutely.
And I
Also,
think there'd be keywords for that on Amazon. And it's a small enough product as well. It's not too bulky, not too heavy.
Well, I think like anything like that in particular, Megla, I mean, you know, like a person who's a proper chef, a tradesman, would actually to protect, because they would spend a lot of money on their knives. Their knives are worth a lot of money, and so to have a proper thing to protect their knives and especially being leather, because leather doesn't leather keep sort of leather and the knives being sharp have something in common. You know, when you sort of, you know, make a knife sharp, sort of leather, you know, you can sort of.
Actually, I've just jumped onto Amazon, and that is a niche with quite a few interesting products in there.
Well, there you go.
I wouldn't have
What
thought
did you
that
search
would
for?
be.
What are
Sorry,
the keywords that you used?
Oh, I just put in chef knife bag, and I've come up with 316 results. and like a myriad of canvas, leather, all sorts of things. But yeah, no, interesting. So that's a really interesting niche. There are a couple of leather ones here I can see, like, yeah.
Mhm.
So that's a niche for somebody. Yeah. Really, really interesting that, hey, you wouldn't think of, but I'd imagine how many are there in America, for God's sake.
Yeah. So let's take a look at some more products, Rehan. What else do you have?
Do you see the size of the bag?
Yeah, that's huge.
It's around 27 inches. And we have got 2 straps over here. So what we can do, this is actually a duffel, but you can use it as a backpack as well. Just carry it around on the back.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
use it in the backpack.
I like that. Yeah.
So if you're traveling very heavy, then you can put it on your shoulder as well,
Yeah.
and can be used in the backpack. For this is actually hair on. We call it hair on over here.
Hmm.
This is a cow leather, and it has its hair on it. Very pretty small, perfect for Christmas gifts.
Yeah. I think there were other things that we saw at the Delhi fair made from
Mhm.
leather, like bottle holders. Um, yeah, there was a bottle holder made of leather, or
Made of
like a
leather.
yeah
Mhm.
cup holder. So yeah, I think it's quite interesting that, I mean, you can be creative, right? I mean, are you open to working with people and developing, new products for people if they're interested?
Definitely, we are always hoping to like whatever design they have. If they want to send us some design, we can customize it for them.
Right. What are some of the other unique products that you've done, Rehan, out of leather?
Just spare me a second. I will be back. I will show some other
Okay.
products as well.
Okay. He's in his showroom, so he's getting excited.
Mark, you're muted.
I think Bryson's getting impatient now. He's like, what's going on with these guys? They've been going on for so long.
Can anyone guess what this is actually?
A briefcase?
Right, a briefcase
Oh, wow.
shaped, a briefcase shaped watch case actually.
A watch case.
Right.
Wow.
Oh, right.
What is it?
A watch case.
Watch case.
A watch case.
Right.
A watch briefcase.
A watch briefcase.
Oh, okay.
Like what we do over here, we have cushions padded inside, so you can put your watches inside over it and then close the lid and get moving. If you don't want to use it as a watch case, just remove the cushion padding. You have the like briefcase ready. Keep all your documents, close the lid, and get moving.
That is cool. So yeah, I mean, if you have, super expensive watches, you definitely want a high-end premium case to carry them, right? Your
Right.
Rolex and all those watches.
This is a document holder.
Yeah, they're popular. Yeah.
Yeah, they're quite popular.
Yeah.
And you could also do maybe iPad covers or something.
Yeah, well,
iPad cover. Yes.
like a portfolio that encompasses that as well as the iPad. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, this wouldn't be a bad niche to do, maybe like the chef's knives, the brief, carry bag for the business, or all the different things. But I mean, you probably wouldn't sell thousands of any, but you'd sell enough of a few to get yourself a nice niche going. I mean, those leather chef knives, I've been looking, they're selling, 150, 200 a month. So, I mean, they're not, it's quite an interesting niche. Something you never think of.
Yeah, and then you have more margins as well, right? Because it is a premium product and a higher priced product.
And you haven't got 1,000 other people you're fighting against. There's not that many sellers. So it's an interesting thing we've stumbled across for somebody out there looking for another niche.
And it is high priced, but the advantage is that Rehan is very flexible with the MOQs. He doesn't have any MOQs, right. So if somebody wants to test it out, they could really start with.
They can, yeah.
pick anything from the shelf. This is actually very interesting as well. This is a gun case, like a pistol.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Put your pistol inside and close it, hang it around, and get going.
That is a huge category in the US, right, Mark?
Right,
Oh, I don't
right.
know. I'll have to have a look.
Yeah. Simone, what do you think? What do you think
What
of
is that
gun?
this designed for? Is
gun
it
carriers?
one of those Magnum 45? It's a big size for a big gun.
No, not for
Wow.
a big gun. It's for a 0.9 mm gun.
Okay.
But you could do any sort of variation, right? I mean, customize it. You could do those, what are they called? Holsters?
Holsters, right? Holsters.
Yeah.
We have pictures of holsters with us, but the samples have been gone. Like we sell it in like if we are getting orders for one piece, we just sell it to the customers and we don't disappoint them. So we don't have that in stock. Like if anyone is going to ask for anything from the shelf, then we don't have anything left. Then we have to remanufacture it and then reshelf it on the rack.
Right. Yeah. So, but are you already exporting these gun holders, holsters? Are
Yes.
they a moving item as well? Okay.
Yes. They are.
Fantastic. Well, great. Anything else, Kevin, Mark?
I think Rehan's covered it all there.
We haven't
Yeah.
seen wallets, have we? Did we say wallets? Just some wallets.
Yes,
Oh,
and-
yeah, we haven't
wallets.
seen
I
wallets.
forgot to
Wallets.
show
Do you
them.
have wallets?
Yes.
wallets and keep, credit card holders and things like that are really sort of quite. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
This is a cow leather.
Rehan, how many designs of wallets would you have? Hundreds.
Around 35 designs of wallets.
35?
In around all of them have 5 to 6 colors each.
So Simone is saying, I would love to design a bag and send it over.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You have our email address. Just send us how to design, and we'll get it done for you.
So what sort of information do you need, for the design? I mean, do you need like a, I don't know, tech pack or just a hand sketch? I mean, inspiration,
Hand sketch is perfect for us. Like when we receive the hand sketch, we get it done. We get the pattern made, and if we get contact with the customers, if they need any specific colors, we get it developed in a tannery, and then we come with a prototype first. If they are okay with it, then we go to the next process, the actual product.
Oh. No, that's great.
You see this wallet?
Oh yeah, look at that.
That's a biggish kind of wallet.
Right. What we do, when we are selling this wallet, we suggest our customers to buy a bag as well, because this won't fit in your pocket. It's actually very big.
Yeah.
This won't fit in your pocket, and it has a lot of space in it. You can put your cards, your currencies. It has multiple card slots in it. On the front, at the back, and number of cards you can keep in.
Right.
Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, no. Yeah, and I suppose, do you do key rings and stuff like that? Like key holders and all those sorts of things?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You're looking for card holders, right?
Key holders. Key rings.
Key holders.
Rings, where you can put keys. I've seen them where it's a piece of leather and all the keys fold back into the leather piece. So you don't actually have keys dangling. They fit into a nice little sort of a key shape.
Right.
It's just something, you haven't done those? No.
We have the picture of that. I will send it on the catalog.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, because there's a lot of interesting things that you could develop into a niche here, I'm sure. Oh, that's nice too.
Yeah. So we can just continue going through the catalog here, and then we'll wrap up. So I think we looked at these. This is Buff New Buck. I guess the other thing that we were wondering yesterday is what is Napa?
Yeah, I had
Na-
to
We
Google
also
it.
did a Google
and
search. for it.
Nappa is actually the milled part of leather. When the leather is received, we just try to tumble it. We mill it, sometimes on the drum, sometimes by hand also. If the quantity is less, we do it by hand. So the softness of the leather is referred to as Napa.
Okay.
Oh. So this is the one that you're just shown us, right?
Right.
Yeah,
The duffel.
duffel.
Mm.
Yeah, this is canvas.
This is canvas with crazy
Yeah.
horse leather.
Yeah,
See
this
the
is
crazy horse. This is available in a dark brown leather. When you try to pull it up, then the light brown shade would come out. That's craziness of this leather. It sometimes gets crazy.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
got
really
some.
like this idea of combining
Yeah.
canvas with leather. I think that's really cool.
This is our benchmark product. You
This
can
one.
use it right. You can use it as a trolley, and also as a backpack with the straps attached to it.
Mm. Yeah, no, that's a good
So
idea.
Yeah, I like the idea of that sort of traveling with, because you can do all those things with it. That's pretty handy.
This is
So Rehan, are you seeing more demand for these kinds of products, which are, like purses for men, I guess you could say. And Kevin would not carry these, he said yesterday.
Man purse,
Man purse.
man bag.
But are
man
you
bag.
seeing more demand for these from your buyers?
Yes, we do. We are receiving something.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they're becoming quite trendy.
Yeah, I would have thought so.
In fact, just yesterday, Kevin, after we finished, I went out and I saw somebody carrying this. I was tempted to take a picture and send it to you.
Really?
It looks smart.
You could have sent it. You could have sent it. We
Yeah.
have a next process coming up this new year. We will send it over to you definitely in the next.
Oh, wow, look at that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at that. Yeah.
Yeah, nice ladies' bags.
Mm. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no.
What is the price range of ladies' bags?
It's around $35 to $40.
That's quite good. For a real leather bag. I mean, go and buy a Prada or something. Oh,
Yeah.
This only happens because we are getting it in house. If you buy it from other tanneries, then the price will go up.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, I mean, these are all of the bags.
You were referring to this lap suit bag, right?
Yeah.
Right.
We
So,
were wondering what it is first.
we name it lap suit because you can keep your laptop in the front and your suit at the back. So the term combined is lap suit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I would use that if I was going, business interstate or something.
Definitely.
Great idea. Yeah.
This is a nice one.
Yeah.
I just love this combination of canvas and leather.
Yeah. It looks good, doesn't it? And it looks robust. I do like that combination myself, actually, to be honest.
Yeah. Wallets.
These are all made on imported leather.
What do you mean import?
We import it from Spain. The leather is imported from Spain. We get it refinished here in India, and then we make wallet out of it.
Okay. Yeah.
This was interesting.
Yeah, wallet.
Yeah.
We are coming up with some home decor products as well.
Oh, right.
What kind of products?
Like a table desk mats, mouse pads, and floor part holders in leather.
Gee, yeah, leather mouse pad would be a novel thing too, wouldn't it? It's a novel
Leather.
thing.
Oh, yeah, right.
Leather mouse pad, yeah.
Okay, let's have a go. Leather mouse pad.
Okay, so let me also show Ryan's email address in the meantime. Yeah, go ahead, Rehan.
No problem. You can call Ryan as well. So, do you want to show one of the bags?
Yeah, sure. Oh wow, what's
These are-
that?
Oh
these
wow,
are
that's
all
yeah.
these are all hand carved.
Oh, wow.
Hand carved.
Yes.
How do you mean carved? Like, how can you carve leather?
We first keep it wet and then leave it for dry for around half an hour. Then we use some tools to carve on the leather. Like these are made by hand.
Cool. That
Hey
is very
Megla, that's very bespoke.
yeah, that is bespoke.
Yeah.
That's the word of
This
the day, Kevin, isn't it?
Bespoke. Yeah.
Bespoke.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
a
my
lot of
dad-
work, Rehan. Yeah.
This is my dad's company, Miller International.
Okay.
I made it for him, and he keeps it in the shelf. He never uses it.
Oh,
And that's always like that.
right. Very special. Yeah.
Where did Margaret go? Did she get disconnected? Oh, there she's back.
Yeah, she's there.
Yeah.
I was
Did you get
busy looking.
disconnected?
No, I was busy looking up leather mouse pads and I lost the StreamYard. There are leather mouse pads on Amazon too. So I didn't know you could buy all these things.
Yeah.
There
Yeah,
are
there you
amazing
go.
leather
Carving
mouse
over
pads.
leather. What a lovely video it will be. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
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 Angelia, they spoke. And that's the word of the day exactly. They
Yeah.
spoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Marg, your camera is off. Do you want to turn it on?
Oh, hang on a second. No. I'm back in. I'm busy looking at mouse pads.
Leather mouse pads.
Well, I never thought of a leather mouse pad. See, you could do an office set. See, my mind is racing off on little things here. I'm building little niches.
As we go, Marg's building niches.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Rehan, for coming on the show today. And guys, this is Rehan's email address, ryanbagsinternational@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Of course, you can get all of the catalogs as well. So, Rehan, you have joined the Facebook group as well. If you haven't done so, please join the group.
Yes,
And,
always join.
Okay,
And if
great.
any- And if anyone's looking for leather goods,
Rehan's the
No,
man.
Rehan's the man.
Please contact us.
Yeah.
And number of orders, very flexible orders.
Flexible orders, good for e-commerce. Have you sold to any e-commerce buyers or Amazon buyers yet?
We have few.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
we don't work.
Do you sell your products on Amazon?
No, we don't sell it on Amazon. We sell it to the retailers and to the resellers.
Okay.
Like
And
if
do you
we are
sell domestically?
pardon, Megla?
Do you sell domestically as well, or only exports?
Only export. But if anyone wants it, then we are ready to help them. Like if we come on Amazon, then there might be a price conflict because our price will be a little lower than what they are selling. So
Yeah,
that's the main concern. We don't go on e-commerce.
right. You don't want to be competing with your own buyers, your own customers, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. That's that.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening in China a lot. And that's also one reason why people are looking to source from India, right, Marg and Kevin?
Yeah.
It's a lot of competition with their own suppliers.
The Chinese are famous for that fact that once, you know, if, for instance, if I buy a winning product from Rehan, the next week Rehan is my opposition.
Right.
And business is not like that, is it? I mean, you know, as a buyer, I'm coming to you to form a business relationship, and you know, I'm putting all my trust in you, and we're going to work together with a partnership because I'm going to buy from you, and you know, then you know, you're going to sell to me, but if you oversell on me, then you can wipe me out because you've been a factory. You can wipe me out in an instant. So, you know, and the Chinese are pretty ruthless when it comes to doing that sort of tactic.
that's not ethically. We don't call it ethical business.
No, it's
Like,
not
you
an
know-
ethical business. The China, but some of the Chinese obviously are not ethical, are they?
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
I better be quiet. I better not say any more because I might
And not
wake up.
everybody. I mean,
Yeah. I mightn't wake up tomorrow morning. Got to be careful.
yeah, and not everyone's like that. But yeah, I mean, there are.
I say that. Whatever I say flippantly anyway. So, but there is some truth in it for sure.
Wait.
Exactly. Okay, great. Thank you so much, Rehan, for showing all of these products. And
Thank you.
yeah,
Great.
stay in.
Yeah. And
Okay.
Rehan, hopefully we can see you in India sometime.
Are you coming to India?
Hopefully.
Well,
When we're
as soon
allowed.
as soon as we're allowed, we will travel.
We'll be doing another trip.
We'd love to.
Yeah.
We'd love to be hosting in Kanpur.
Yeah.
So do you also exhibit at the Delhi Fair?
Yes, we do. We are
well,
planning
we'll
our next.
see you.
We are planning our next exhibition for Germany, Offenburg,
Yeah.
in April.
Oh, Germany.
Right. If the situation gets normal, and in Lineapille as well in Italy.
All right.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you should definitely post in the Facebook group when you are exhibiting at any of these expos, because there are people from Italy and Germany in our group, and they can definitely go and meet you there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
For sure.
And we'll see you at the Delhi Fair next time once we can get there.
And if we can arrange a trip to Kanpur, we will, for sure.
Yeah.
We'd love to go and meet you there.
Sure.
Alicia will guide us for that because Alicia has already been to Kanpur, right?
Yeah, she has.
Right.
Excellent.
Okay.
Fellas.
Thanks a lot, Rehan. You
All
take
right,
care.
Kevin.
Man.
All right, Kevin.
Bye,
Have a great-
Rehan. Take care.
All right,
Bye-bye.
See you later.
Bye. Take care.
Awesome. He's such a fun guy, right?
Yeah,
Lovely
for sure.
guy. But gee whiz, to get one nice handbag, hey?
Yeah.
I have to go through his catalogue.
Yeah, he's got more catalogs. I think.
But
we
that's
need a
another
Zoom
thing,
call
isn't
with
it?
him,
That's another thing. I just love the way that they all, so proud of the products that they have and it's just it's so happy to show you. He did that all day long. I could just imagine. He must have had another room ready to show us if we had more time.
Okay,
Could have
when
kept
you
going.
get back to the
Kept
gym,
going.
I can get you a bodybuilding leather sash.
Beg your pardon?
I said, when you get back to the gym, I can get you a leather bodybuilding sash.
Really?
Well, he makes them. He had his own, so we can get
Oh,
you
wow.
one. So you've just got to get the body to use
Incentive.
it.
Wow.
That's incentive for you, Kevin.
Yeah.
Well, Patricia, amazing show. Thanks, guys. Well, thank you so much, Patricia, for staying with us until the end. It's been a really long show.
It has been a long show.
Very long
Yeah.
show. And Bryson is so over this show. He's going, he's at the door, he's digging to get food. He's just.
We need to keep more sweets for him.
He's eaten so many, I hate to tell you. Can you hear that? That's him trying to get through the blind.
Well, what a great show we've had this guy in November, guys, right? I mean, I feel that all of the suppliers are so passionate about the products that they make.
Absolutely,
I mean, they're proud
yeah,
and they're really
yeah.
passionate. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, Arijit with the carpets and, what was the other one? Fabrics.
Yeah.
That was really
So
amazing
many.
as well. Yeah.
So
all of
many
them are
good
very passionate.
stories.
We've done the fabrics before, but that was a little bit different again.
Yeah, different
Everyone,
story.
although they're the same sort of industry, but they all have a different sort of a little bit of a different spin, and they all have their own sort of designs. It's not like it's same. Sometimes you go to other places or whatever, and it's always the same. If you walk up the road, we've had multiple people with the same sort of stuff, but they've all got beautifully designed other things that you could sort of do
We've
as
done
well.
the leather before, and the leather that we've been shown in the past
Different,
was
was
beautiful,
different.
but so different, and some
Different.
really great products as well, but very different spin to the spin on this lot. So, it's lovely. To me, it's not like going to Canton and going up the row and it's the same product for 10 rows of Canton or something. You'd never really see the same thing twice. They're all unique designs. And I don't think I've seen anybody who's really got exactly the same product in anything we've looked at yet in India. It's just, and even at the fair, I mean, you didn't walk along and go, oh, that's the same as that other shop over there. It was all very different. So it's an amazing.
But once again, all these suppliers or the factory owners that we brought to the show, if people, have in mind to build a niche, you've only got to go to that one factory, and those factories. I mean, look at today with the paper mache. I thought we were going to see paper mache. I didn't see we were going to see the amounts of different. Look how many different. I was never amazing. In my, once they start opening their catalogs and how many different things they can make, and so. If you go to these people and you find someone that you like and you want to deal with and you feel a good vibe, I mean, just ask them, hey, can you make this? And I'm sure they can.
Yeah.
And then build a relationship from there.
Exactly. I think what some people also do in our group, and it's happened recently as well, is that they go to too many suppliers. Right? They go to 5 different suppliers to get quotes for the same product, but maybe that's not really necessary. You contact one supplier, their story and what they specialize in. You contact them, try to work with them and see if it works out, right? And if it doesn't, then move on to the next supplier, right? What do you think?
I think that's definitely, look, I mean, we've moved into a completely different niche with Ayush, and I mean, he didn't display anything at all like we're actually now providing, he's providing us. But I just said to him, can you do this and could you do that? And yes, it's all happened. So, it's just a matter of working with them and saying, can you do this? This is what I'd like to do. And they'll work with you. So I think provided you're using the materials that they can manufacture in, it's just a matter of working with them. And I think to go and get 3 quotes, you're going to end up with, because it's India, you're not going to get the same thing 3 times anyway. So you're still going to end up with 3 quotes that aren't for the same product because they all have their own spin in each factory. So I think even if you ordered, this cup, it's not going to be an identical cup 3 times because it's made by their own sort of, I suppose, handcraft people, and they all do something slightly different. So I think you're sort of wasting your time because it's just not apples with apples.
Right.
And plus the fact is, how many samples does one need to get of to try out a factory? How many
and I think the cost of it too. I mean, you're just blowing a lot of money because you've got to pay to get them shipped over. I mean, you can't expect any supplier just send over a box of samples.
Especially, look, if you've got a big business going, we've all got a garage full of samples. Everyone's got a garage full of samples. That's just the nature of the business. But for people who are just getting started, this is the point. You can end up sort of procrastinating over, sort of samples and how many samples you get. Whereas if you can just sort of gently move forward and find a supplier that can actually, work with you and just move forward slowly. I mean, you waste. I mean, we know people who sort of been on this, sort of wanting to sell online, but it's been going on for a year and a half and longer that before they actually get a product to market. And that's simply because they're sort of too slow in or finding a factory or, sort of talking to a factory and working with a factory to find out what the factory can actually do for them, so.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think also a couple of cases recently where people have had quality issues with their suppliers. So I just want to remind everyone that, we are recommending these suppliers. We've checked that they are manufacturers, that they have export experience, they're legitimate companies. But at the same time, you do need to do your own quality control. You do need to get third-party inspections or at least do video calls with the suppliers. Make sure you see your product before it's shipped out. Even for samples, if you're getting samples done from any of these companies, make sure that you get photographs, videos, and just be confident, of the samples. Because of course, these are good companies. They are catering to large retailers and they are exporters. However, you never know, with production, things can change. Maybe they got a bad raw material batch, or there's so many variables in manufacturing and anything can go wrong anywhere. There are a lot of moving parts, so you need to make sure that you are on top of quality for each and every order. I mean, even if you've ordered once from a specific factory, that doesn't mean you can take your eye off of quality. You have to do a third party inspection for every order. So yeah, I mean, and also give very specific requirements. I mean, your own specifications need to be very, very clear to the supplier, whether it's for bags or metal product or wooden product. The more detail you give to a supplier, the better equipped they will be to manufacture the product according to your specific requirements. If there are any details missing, then of course they're going to fill in the gaps and assume things, and they're going to use materials or do things the way that is most cost effective for them. So you don't want that to happen. Also, we've got this one question from Vinita Jaiswal. I'm looking for suppliers who can provide copper measuring cups and spoons. I found a few on Alibaba.com, but I'm more interested in India. If I can get someone really good at that, I'm in the United States. So I think for copper, I mean, there are a few companies in Moradabad.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Moradabad's the place for copper.
Moradabad's the
I'm
place,
even wondering if Akanksha does copper.
Yeah, I think she mentioned it in the group. So no, I don't think she does it, but she knows somebody who can. Yeah, I don't think she does copper, because copper is a very different material. I mean, most of the suppliers in Moradabad do brass. And iron.
Yeah, but the brass, copper, that is Moradabad's the place.
Yeah, we could probably check with Ayush if he does copper.
Yeah, I'll just ask him as well. I've got to message him with something else later, so I'll ask him at the same time.
Ask her to put a thing in the group.
Yeah, Vinita, if you're listening, post in the group, ask for this information in the group, and somebody or the other will respond to you. If not, you can also contact one of the sourcing agents in the group. We have quite a few vetted sourcing agents. Okay, so let's wrap up, Mark, Kev.
Yeah.
Nearly 3.5 hours.
Is that
what's
all?
our record been? It's been 4 hours, right? Our record is in 4 hours.
Megla, did we make up that 10 minutes?
Yeah, well.
Almost. Well, also just a couple of things before we sign off. So first of all, thanks a lot to OFX for sponsoring this month's VIS. And quick reminder for everyone, OFX is giving us a special offer. So if you sign up for an OFX account before December 11th, you're going to lock in a preferential exchange rate for yourself. So definitely go ahead and do that. It is absolutely free to sign up for an account. Use this URL, ofx.com/VIS. You have to sign up using this URL so that they know that you're coming from VIS, and then you'll be able to lock in that preferential exchange rate. You don't have to make a transfer now or even in the next few months. You can do the transfer, 6 months from now, it'll still be applicable. So go ahead and do that. And in case you have any questions, you can also reach out to JC of OFX. This is his email address, j.c@ofx.com, if you have any questions about OFX. Okay, and also Mark, Kevin, so we are skipping the regular VIS next month. We're not doing a regular supplier-focused VIS, but we're going to be doing something special.
Yeah, do something special.
Chrissy party.
Yeah, party and New Year party.
Unless I thought we'd do 25th, 26th.
Yeah, that works. That
work for you, Megla? Does that work for you?
Yeah,
I think we're going to do a big bye-bye party to 2020.
And we must apologise to people. We must apologise for people about Wednesday this week because of Viz coming up. So we didn't do the webinar Wednesday, but we're definitely doing a webinar Wednesday this week.
Yes,
on Wednesday. Yes. On Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah, we have to plan better for webinar Wednesdays now. Okay. Anything else before we wrap up, Mark, Kev?
I don't think so. I think
we covered it all today.
we've just found some more great suppliers. That's all I can say. Just every week you just think, they won't be as good, but they always come out with another story.
Some fab stories. And I think if people now going into 2021 now, and Amazon or online might be a different story with sort of videos and bringing to life a brand with video. Wow, I can see some big leaps ahead, leaps and bounds, in that regard. So watch this space on that one.
Yeah, well, I think it's roll on 2021, and guys start looking at those orders, because if you want to be in May 2021, you should be doing something now. It's no good waiting until mid next year and thinking about it. We need to start moving.
And maybe, Megla, if the audience, if they want us to cover any particular something that might help them more with India or sourcing from India, pardon the puns, but any particular, we could do a webinar or cover something for you, or bring someone, interview someone, or whatever. We'd gladly do that, wouldn't we, Megla?
Absolutely. Yeah. Let us know if there's anything specific you'd like us to cover. Yeah. We are going to be talking about maybe selling on Amazon India. I think that's something that a lot of people are interested in. So we're thinking of getting somebody to cover that. But if there's anything else that you'd like us to cover, let us know. We're also talking about an India sourcing workshop and a mastermind. We have to work on that, and we're hopefully going to be able to launch it in 2021.
Yeah. There's a lot of things.
Yeah.
But is there anything specific that someone wants us to cover, for some particular product that they can't even get? Let us know, because Megla knows a lot of people in India. It's just having the connections, Megla. It's sort of if people want anything in particular, just feel free to reach out.
Exactly. And Kevin has a way of finding suppliers for all sorts of weird products. Okay. All right, then. Thanks a lot, everyone, for joining us. And Mark, Kev, you have a great weekend.
We will
You too, Megla.
See you soon.
You too.
Okay. Bye-bye.